What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, my lovely people? We're back again with another one. Back again with another one. So I want to say God is the greatest. Yeah, God is the greatest. I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. Definitely we talking about Argentina Football Federation. They are definitely under some... Hold on, let me turn this down a bit. All right. They're under some scrutiny when it comes to things happening inside the federation. Money laundering. Got rated for money laundering. We're going to get into that. Also, we're doing live watch along for the Golden State Warriors versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we're getting a 2-for-1 special tonight. We're going to be doing the live watch along, but also we're going to be diving deep into this raid that happened on the Argentina Football Federation and give you some more details and information. On your way in, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, people. You already know it's free 99. It's free 99 to hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate that very, 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 very much. Definitely want to say a big up to Gunner's boss. He is the one actually that brought this to my attention, and giving myself an opportunity to get into it a little bit. So I just want to say big up to Gunner's boss for the topic tonight when it comes to this situation with the Argentina Football Federation. Just want to definitely give him his big up there, because this is not something that I thought of myself. This is actually a conversation we had. He brought it to my attention, and I decided, let's dive into it and see what's going on. So while you on your way in, hit the poll. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. At least 50% of you have not subscribed to the channel yet. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, people. You already know the fact. It's free 99. If you're feeling blessed and you are feeling on top of the world, then you can definitely go ahead and hit that super chat and drop a donation super sticker. And also, you can drop a donation via PayPal. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. For those that hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, thank you. It means a lot to the channel. It means a lot to me. And it means a lot to everybody else that have subscribed and enjoy the content. We are continuing to stretch and push the boundaries when it comes to sports talk. Again, this is next up sports talk. So we're going to talk all things sports, good, bad, and indifferent. And that's what we're doing continuing tonight. Obviously, you know, when my regular boys and regular girls are playing, definitely going to be giving you a lot of content on that. But in the meantime, between time, there's tons of things going on around the world in terms of sports, and we're definitely going to bring in that conversation to you. Big up to everybody that enjoy other sports. Buckle up, because we're going to have a fantastic, fantastic time breaking down sports and talking together. We're going to be doing definitely watch-alongs when it comes to the NFL. We're going to be doing Shador Sanders watch-along for the Browns. And we definitely going to do NBA watch-alongs. Right now, Steph Curry is back after about 2 weeks out from a quad injury. Number 30 is back. And, you know, anytime Steph Curry is on the court, it's a beautiful thing for the Warriors. Tonight, the Timberwolves. Let me just give you some information on the Timberwolves before I go any further. They are without Anthony Edwards tonight. So let me give you the injury update. Big up yourself, Gunners boss. We definitely going to talk about it, brother. We definitely going to talk about it tonight. Tonight. Let me see. Go to scores. And give you the other games that have taken place tonight. Going to give you information on those games and let you know what's going on in those games, yeah? So tonight out for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards with a foot. Micah Conley with his Achilles. I don't know if he ripped his Achilles or his Achilles is tender, whatever the case may be. Jackson Davis is out with a knee. He's day to day. Al Horford back. He's out. And Draymond Green is out for personal reasons. Big up yourself every time, Conrad Smith. Again, we talking about this Argentina Football Federation. We are doing the watch along for the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right. Like up the live, people. Like up the live. We're going to definitely dive into the situation with the Argentinian football situation. So it says police raid Argentinian Football Association in money laundering. Probe source says. This was on December the 9th. Today is the 12th. So that was about 3 days ago. That the hat I'm rocking now, Francis. You already know the vibes, man. It's the season. Tis the season. You already know what this season is. You already know what time it is. I should put my, yeah, man. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. You know the phone lines are open. Road to 5,000 subscribers. We gonna need your help. We gonna need your help to definitely help us, man. Road to 5,000 subscribers, and we gonna need your help to get there. So hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. It's free 99. Hit that subscribe button. So the game has started for the Warriors and the Timberwolves, but we gonna get into this, break this down, and then we can dive into the situations with the Warriors. And again, Jimmy Butler played a big role for the Timberwolves, and he's back playing against them. A lot of friends on that team. So, yes. Now let's get into it. Back to what I was saying. So, police in Argentina raided the country's National Football Association headquarters and more than 30 soccer clubs on Tuesday, according to a police source who spoke with, I'm reading from ESPN. Sources said that the federal judge Luis Armella ordered the raid as a part of a case investigating alleged money laundering by the financial firm Sir Finanzas as one of the main sponsors of Argentinian football governing body. So the financial firm Sir Finanzas said in a statement last week that all the services it provides are carried out in compliance with current regulations and referred to the accusations as unfounded. Right? So, it says, video taken by CNN fan Tuesday shows uninformed federal police movement in Buenos Aires. CNN contacted the AFA. Comments is still awaiting a response. A source familiar with the case told CNN that the investigation began following suspicious irregularities in Sir Finance contract with club Athletic Banfield, one of the most historic teams in Argentina's top soccer division. Banfield said in a statement that the club will cooperate with the investigation. The same source said that after authorities initially raided Banfield and Sir Finanzas, documents was found that allegedly linked the company to other clubs in different divisions. As a result, more than 30 raids were approved on Tuesday to verify whether there are irregularities in other contracts. So this was by ESPN. This is by CNN. So I'm going to go through multiple different news avenues, and we're gonna search, and we're gonna dig, and we're gonna try to find out as much information. 3 by Curry back in the game, and back in the game he dropped a 3-pointer on them head top. Okay, so that's from CNN. We're gonna go to another source, which is ABC News, and see if they have similar information or if they have a better source that have more information on this situation right here. Big up yourself, Conrad. Father Christmas, you don't know the vibes, you don't know the shreps. Ho ho ho, man. You already know. Let it be known. I'm getting on the road and I'm driving home now. See you later on. Okay, big up yourself. They should rid the JFF too. Speed, I watch this closely. A JFF and JFF man them. Well, we're gonna find out. You understand? Because we gotta talk about it. Smash that like button, people. It's free 99. Big up to, oh man, I forgot. Big up to all the first responders out there, the pharmacists out there, the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, the home care workers, everybody that's out there, the truck drivers, the taxi drivers, the Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, you know what I'm saying? All the people that's picking up the trash, making sure the place stay clean, man. Big up to, like I said, the teachers. Big up to each and every one of you that hit that like and subscribe button. Big up to my silent watchers out there. Yeah, big up to everybody that still rock with Next Up Sports Star, regardless of the fact that I'm not talking Reggae Boys news and all the nonsense going on with them. We talking other sports because it is a sports show. This is a sports channel. We talk sports, all different sports. And this is massive news when it comes to football with the Argentinian Football Association. Yeah, because they are under the microscope right now. The microscope. They are searching through their books to see where that money is coming from. So hit that like and subscribe button because it's free 99. And I know a lot of people going to be go basket right there. Go basket. So Minnesota is up 11-7 in the first quarter. Steph Curry, shake, shimmy shake. Down the lane to Quentin Post. Swing it over to Spencer for three. Miss. That's going out of bounds right there. Come on, talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking. Big up yourself, Uptown 1G. I should say instead of Federation, let me see if I can change that. I don't even know if I can change. I should be able to change it. Let me see if I can change that to Association. Slide in here and change this real quick. Yeah, let me change this real quick from this to Association. What? What are you talking about? Big up everybody in the chat. You don't know how it go already. Hold on a second here. So what did I say? Boom. That's cool. Say that. We're going to change that right there. All right, bet. Got that sorted out. Smash that like. Uptown 1G. A lot of funky business going on in football, man. And here we go. Here we go with another one. Empty your knee. Jerk that knee. This dude, Anthony Edwards, sitting on the bench with dark glasses on. This is funny. All right, so let's get to another source. And let's talk more about it. So, police raid Argentina soccer clubs and the AFA as a part of investigation into alleged money laundering. For those who don't know what money laundering is, let's give y'all a quick... So money laundering is the concealment of the origins of illegally obtained money, typically by means of transfers, including foreign banks or legitimate businesses. Give it to me in simple terms. In simple terms, money laundering definition: cleaning money obtained illegally to erase its connection to criminal activity. So, saying that the AFA is money laundering, they're cleaning money for some companies, allegedly. Yeah? So, has someone already said what everyone is thinking? Yeah, Conrad did. But they say that the JFF don't got no money. So let me keep rolling. So Buenos Aires, that is the capital city, I'm assuming, in Argentina. Federal police in Argentina carried out multiple raids Tuesday on the headquarters of the Argentinian Football Association, AFA, and at least 17 soccer clubs. The raid was a part of a judicial investigation into alleged ties to financial services company Sers Finanzas, which is under investigation for alleged money laundering and tax evasion. So this financial company, right, is taking money that is not legally made, and apparently they are washing the money. They're cleaning the money. And they're doing that in some connection to the AFA and all these other clubs. So they're using these legitimate business to wash this money, and in turn evading some form of taxes, right? Because money laundering is convicted of money laundering and tax evasion. They kind of go hand in hand. When people traffic drugs or commit other financially motivated crimes, they gain large sums of money. Yeah, but they got to get it clean. They got to clean that money. So you usually find a business or two, and you go ahead and try to do that with these businesses. So let's keep it rolling. Yes. Ordered by federal judge Luis Armella. The more than 30 raids were conducted simultaneously on first and second division clubs and the AFA headquarters. So they raided the AFA headquarters and and 30 clubs at the same time. So they can't pick up the phone and call and say, yo, listen, we getting raided, yo, clean clean everything, throw away the paperwork, mash up the drive, burn the building down. They can't do none of that. They can't do none of that. That's over. That's over. They did it all at the same time, knocked on their doors all at the same time. So there is no transfer, there's no calling, there's no nothing. Unless you got somebody on the inside and they give you a tip. Like, listen, them people are coming. And yeah, get rid of what you need to get rid of. But anyways, that's all allegedly. So Sir Finanzas, owned by Ariela Vallejo, sponsors the AFA tournaments and several first and second division clubs. Now let's look up who this person is. Copy that right there. Smash that like and subscribe. We gonna break this down while we doing this watch along. Anthony Edwards out tonight. Where he at? Where he at? This is him right here. That's the boss man right here. Let me show you the boss man. Let me close some of this right here. Close that. All right. That's the boss man right there. Let me come over here so you can see him. Zoom in on his face. Come on. That's him right there. Oh. That's him at his financial first, Soros Finances. So this brother right here, see him here with Messi as well. So Soros own has sponsored AFA tournaments and several first and division clubs. A judicial official with access to the case told the Associated Press that police officers are searching for contracts signed by the club with financial firm and other documentation stored on electronic devices. What did I tell you? Burn the paper, break the computer, get rid of the drive. We can't get caught for any of this. Allegedly. You understand what I'm saying, people? This is what needs to happen. This is what needs to happen. This is what's happening when they do these raids simultaneously. They do these raids all together at the same time. You don't get an opportunity to do this unless, you know what I'm saying, you got somebody on the inside and they hit you on the phone and say, yo, they coming. So get rid of the, you know what I'm saying, get rid of the stuff. All right. The official spoke on the conditions of autonomy because they were not authorized to speak publicly about the matter. So somebody's sneaking and giving somebody some information about what's going on. Big up to everybody in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button. This is what is happening. You understand? The official said the raided clubs included leading teams Independent Racing and San Lorenzo, as well as Barracas Central, which was founded by Matias Taipei, a son of AFA President Claudio Taipei. Okay, so now you're seeing you're seeing everything getting tied together. It's all getting woven together. It's all getting tied together. Yeah, so the AFA president, his son was founded some teams, and now they're all wrapped up in this alleged, you know what I'm saying, money laundering situation. Wow. The courts are investigating complaints filed by the Customs Revenue and Control Agency against Sur Finanzas. So this is how it all came about. So they've probably been tracking this for a while. According to the complaints obtained by the AP, Associated Press, the alleged illicit transactions totaled 818 billion pesos, which is approximately $560 million. I say that again. The complaint obtained by the Customs Revenue and Control Agency, is a complaint filed. The alleged illicit transactions totaled 818 billion pesos, which is about $560 million. Woo! Let that one breathe a little bit, man. You gotta let that one breathe a little bit. That's a lot of that's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of cheddar, people. That's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. That's a whole lot of money they cleaning, boy. That's allegedly a whole lot of money they cleaning. That's a whole lot of money that they are cleaning. I'm just saying. It's a whole lot of money. Anyways, let's get back to it. The police also raided the facilities that the AFF owns in Ezeiza, about 40 kilometers, 25 miles from Buenos Aires, where the national team trains. Television channels broadcast images of police inside the offices of the sports organization's headquarters. Excursionatas, a club in the third division, distanced itself. They said, man, we don't want nothing to do with these people, man. We don't want nothing to do with them. They said, never that. Never, ever, ever that. Who's that walking in? Man, that looked like Quentin Post. I see the Trace Jackson or Quentin Post. Might be, it might be, with that hair, it might be Trace, actually. That might be Trace. Talk to me, people. Let me know what your thoughts are, man. This is massive news. Massive news. Massive news. Oh, that's Pat. Wow. Okay. Anyways, the club does not maintain any type of corporate, financial, or administrative relationship with the company under investigation, stated a message signed by the board of directors and posted on social media. So they said, listen, I don't know what they're telling y'all, but we want nothing to do with these people, man. We want nothing to do with them. We don't got nothing with them. We don't want nothing to do with them. Leave us alone. We're not a part of their investigation. Sayonara. See you next time. Okay. Smash that like button. I'm not going no further. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. What's going on, people? Hit that like and subscribe button. It's free 99. It's free 99. The Argentina Football Association raided in money laundering. This is crazy news. This is crazy news, people. This is crazy news, people. Big up to Juan Papi. Big up yourself. He said he removed relegation from the Argentina League, and now everyone in Argentina wants Taipei removed. Explain to me some more, brother. Because what I'm understanding is that Matthias Taipei, the son, let me pull up Matthias Taipei, the son of, paste, the AFA president, Claudio Tapia, I think it's Tapia, I might be saying right, Tapia, founded Independent Racing and San Lorenzo, as well as Barracas Central. And they're also mixed in with this money laundering situation. Their clubs are also raided. And his dad, Mateus Tapia, dad is also, slammed on him. Slammed on him. His dad is the president. So here we have Juan Papi saying, well, listen, he removed from relegation in the Argentina League, and now everyone in Argentina wants Tapia removed. Real mess. Real mess. Right now, Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors. Minnesota leading by 1 in the first quarter. About 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they're leading. But right now, we giving you the 2-for-1 special. Argentina right now is being investigated. They're being investigated for alleged illicit transaction totaling 818 billion pesos, which works out to 560 million approximately of illicit transaction. They're trying to wash. That's a lot of money to wash. That's a lot of money to wash. That's a lot of money to wash, fellas. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. Let me know. Juan Papi, let me know where I'm going. Hit that like and subscribe button. That's a lot of money. They did the raid on the AFA, which is the Argentinian Football Association, and the 30 clubs simultaneously. They did it at the same time, so you can't get rid of no drives. You can't burn no contracts. You can't get rid of none of this that you're being brought up on right now. So they had the time to get to the judge, to get the approval of the judge, to put together these raids, and execute the raid on the AFA and all these clubs. And what is craziest is the fact that four clubs were founded by Matthias Tapia, and his father is the president of the AFA, Argentina Football Association, and they're all wrapped up in this money laundering scheme. Boy, it's the season to be jolly. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. This is crazy news. This is crazy, crazy news. So let me give you all some insights. Again, Argentina Federal Police has raided the headquarters of the Argentina Football Association, AFA, and 30 clubs, 17 professional clubs as a part of the rapidly expanding money laundering investigation, which is probably up to about 30 clubs right now. Linked to a financial services, Sur Finanzas, as private financial service company that sponsors certain domestic competitions and tournaments for the AFA. So we gonna break this down as, man, we going to every news station you can possibly think of. We're gonna try to get as much information as we can. Trust me when I tell you, I'm reading every single thing because we need to talk about this. This is serious news right here. Bless up yourself. La is what? What you mean? Big up yourself, RR, because I don't know what you mean. Not sure what you mean, brother. All right, so let's go to Buenos Aires Herald. So this is the newspaper in Buenos Aires, and they're going to break down, obviously have some more information, and let's see what they say when it comes to this situation right here. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're into the second quarter. Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 1. Minnesota Timberwolves are leading by 1. Steph Curry's first game back after the quad injury. Anthony Edwards out with a foot injury. And, big up yourself. All right, this is massive news. Yeah, big up to Gunner's boss. He brought it to my attention. You know, Gunner's boss, we be going at it all the time, but he brought some sensational news. We're talking football and brought it across my desk, and I decided to bring it to you. So I want to say big up to Gunner's boss wherever he's at, because this one's on you, brother. Give you your props. You understand? Loud so the world can see and hear. Wagwan. Jimmy, get up and move. All right, so let's keep it moving. This is a article from Fernando Romario Nunes of the Buenos Aires Herald. He said Judge Luis Armella ordered on Tuesday raids on the offices of Argentine Football Association as a part of the investigation into the money laundering claims against financial firm Sur Finanzas. All right? Cool. According to the Argentine media outlet, police targeted the association's headquarters in Buenos Aires City and the national team's training ground in Ezeiza, Buenos Aires province. The Herald reached out to the prosecutor's office but did not receive a reply. They're not trying to give y'all no information. For 3, nothing. That's a foul. Let the dude go, man. Authorities also raided the offices, stadiums, and training centers of 17 professional football clubs. Among them are some of the biggest names in Argentine football, like Racing, San Lorenzo, Independent. And those are 3 clubs that were founded by you guys know who they were founded by? They were founded by the son of the current president of the AFA. Hear me good. Y'all hear me good? Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. All right. There are also several teams from the lower leagues, like Excursion TAS, Temperley, Victorino, Arenas. The police took files and electronic devices from the club's offices. Money laundering allegations in connections with the AFA. The raids were based on money laundering charges filed by the ARCA, which is the Argentinian Revenue Customs Association, against financiers Sir Fernandez's owner, Ariel Vallejo, on December 1st, following an investigation by Argentine's tax agency. Let me get the proper name for that tax agency because they broke it down here. Customs Revenue and Control Agency is what it's called. Customs Revenue and Control Agency. Now let me get back to this. It goes on to say, where we at? The probe detected AR 815 billion, which is about 553 million, within the company's finances belonged to shell companies and individuals that did not have the financial capacity to justify their transactions. Did you hear that? Let me read that one again for you in case you didn't know. That's how they catch up to y'all all the time. Again, probe detected from hold up. Probe detected from the revenue agency $815 billion pesos, which works out to US about 553 million, within the company's finances belong to shell companies. And individuals did not have the financial capacity to justify their transactions. So these money, when they pull up on these people, they say, yo, bro, you living in a 1-bedroom? How you moving this type of money? The investigation focused on Banfield Football Club after it was discovered that a 2 million loan was allegedly incorporated into the club's assets and were not repaid. I repeat, the investigation focused on Banfield Football Club after it was discovered that a 2 million euro loan was allegedly incorporated into the club's assets and were not repaid. According to media reports, the prosecution believes that Sir Fernandez used transfer money paid from a Banfield player to channel illegal funds, as the loan had the transfer amount as collateral. Woo! This is mad deep. Due to this inquiry, the Argentine police raided the club's headquarters and Sir Fernandez last week. The investigation has now broadened as money transfers to other clubs were discovered in the company's files. Like I said, they executed this raid and they didn't have time to get rid of the evidence. Whatever evidence they had, they didn't have time to get rid of the electronic files. They didn't have time to get rid of the contracts. They couldn't. They got $2 million loan. Who loaning out $2 million and don't get no money back for it? Who loaning out $2 million and get nothing back for it? Come on, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. These are the type of tomfoolery that be happening and people don't be locking into it. This is the type of stuff that be happening and people pay attention like they don't know what's going on. Like they stupid. So Sir Finances is no stranger to the football world. In 2023 and 2024, they were a sponsor to the Copa de la Liga Professional, the tournament disputed by top-tier teams in the second half of the season. Valeo, which is the owner of Sir Finanza, the financial services that's being investigated for money laundering, also admitted to having a close relationship with the AFA president, Claudio Tapia. Don't forget, Claudio's son, Matthias, he got 3 or 4 clubs that is also was raided in this money laundering scheme. So Valeo has sponsored tournaments in Argentina. Slap the like button, man. Slap the like button. Come on, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Ho, ho, ho. You already know the deal, man. Tis the season. It's the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. We are talking about AFA. They're in trouble. They're being raided. Oh, they were raided already. The AFA, man, Argentine Football Association, are being raided for money laundering. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all. It ain't looking good at all, people. It ain't looking good at all. Anyways, let me continue. So, the company that's being raided, the owner has also admitted to having a close relationship to the AFA president, Claudio Tapia. I have a very nice relationship, especially with Tapia. We lend money to several clubs that need financing, he said in 2023. Oh, he's spilling the beans. In a statement after the first set of raids, Sir Finanza said the company has not tried to hide its existence, as it has put its brand on the jerseys of some of Argentine's most important football clubs. So we ain't hiding what's going on. We not hiding. Never that. We not hiding. Said all the services provided by our group are carried out in a strict compliance with current regulations. They said, in any individuals or company that has operated with our platform has irregularly obtained money. They said, if any individual or company that has operated with our platforms has irregularly obtained money. It is up to the courts to determine whether they are guilty of any crime, for which they have our full cooperation. So he said, we not hiding nothing. We are a financial company. We got nothing to hide. Okay? Cool. Racing, one of the clubs involved, put a statement out that the raid on Tuesday, claiming that the club deal with the company ended in 2023 and was only for sponsorship reasons as far as the current board knows. Another club involved issued a similar statement. So now everybody's putting out statements that we cut ties with them a long time ago. They gave us some money in 2023, allegedly, and we moved on. So whatever y'all looking for in 2026, yeah, good luck finding that. Yeah, they are sure. They're sure that there's nothing that you can find on this club. Nada. So we about to find out. Remember, they never show up. They don't got resources to waste to show up if they don't see that there's something that needs to be spoken about. If there's something that needs to be spoken about, they gonna show up. They gonna show up and try to find out exactly Wagwan. 100,000%. All right. So that's from the Buenos Aires Herald. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Actually, no. Let me pull this over here. Boom, 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 boom. Hold up. Hold up a minute. Chill out. Slide this back up here. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's pull this up right here. Boom. There it go right there. Come on. There it is right there. So let's slide down. Let's get this news. There you go. Argentines Football Association. They're under out of work. The man that put in the work right there, Fernando Romario Nunez. Let me open this up. Big and brawling. Not too big though. Go side over this way. So it says it right here. I'm gonna highlight it so y'all can see. The probe detected from the Custom Revenue Agency that 553 million within the company's finances belong to shell companies, and individuals did not have the financial capacity to justify their transactions. Yet still, they're confident. All these companies are confident that the owner has not tried to hide its existence by putting its brand on jerseys. Close relationship with the AFA president, Claudio Tapia, and also all services provided by our groups are carried out in a strict compliance with current regulations. Yet still, the investigation focused on Banfield Football Club after it was discovered that a €2 million loan was allegedly incorporated into the club's assets and they were not repaid. So there's a lot of questions to be answered here. Smash that like and subscribe button. Talk to me in the comment section. I'm going to talk back. Talk to me in the comment section. So for all the people feeling that you can carry on with, a lot of nonsense and nobody's paying attention, that's a whole nother story for itself. Whole nother story for itself. All right. Let me see. That was Buenos Aires. Where am I moving on to? Okay, you want to play me? I'm not really worried about you right now. All right. Close that real quick. Okay, whoa. We're getting deeper into it, man. I'm about to call Gunner's Boss in a little bit. I don't know what Gunner's Boss got going on. We're getting a little deeper into this conversation right here. So it says Argentine police raid National Federation headquarters and several top flight clubs Tuesday, sweeping money laundering investigation just months before the World Championships are set to defend their title. World Champions are set to defend their titles, which is Argentina going back to the World Cup. The raid targeted dozens of locations linked to financial companies that served as official sponsors of both Argentinian League and the national team last year. So far, there have been 20 to 30 raids on teams and private homes, a police source told the Agent France Presser, right? Confirming that the Argentine Football Association headquarters and national team training facilities were also included in the raid. The first division teams that we talked about, whose owner is close. Last month, tax authorities filed a complaint accusing the firm of dodging tax on Argentine pesos equivalent of $550 million. All right. Let me see here. So, local media reported authorities are investigating whether the firm used a frontman to provide loans to clubs in exchange for benefits such as broadcasting rights. The judge in charge has lifted banking confidentiality for the clubs under investigation. Racing downplayed its ties to Sir Finances, saying in a statement that a 2023 financial agreement with the company was only an advertising and sponsorship deal set to expire on December 31st, 2025. The club also know that Sir Finanza owes it money. So, that's crazy. Because Racing is it's founded by the son of the current president of the AFA. So they're saying that the deal is supposed to end December 31st, 2025. And they got you. They came and got you quick, and they looking through the books early. They're searching. Before that deal is up, they're on top of their game. Another raided club, Buenos Aires-based Atletico, denied any financial ties to the firm beyond a standard sponsorship deal. So only sponsorship deals these companies are having with this financial firm, Sir Finances. Okay, power struggles. The scandal comes as football. The scandal comes as football and Lionel Messi's Argentina, which lifted the 2022 World Cup trophy, is mired in power struggles. Several controversies have raised questions about the influence of Tapia, who has held the AFA since 2017. Tapia has clashed with government of President Javier Milei, who favors turning football clubs into publicly traded companies, which AFA rules currently forbid. So the government wants to turn into a publicly traded company. The AFA said, absolutely not. In a controversial move last month, the AFA created a new championship combining points from the season's two main league tournaments. Rosario Central, the club of former parent Saint-Germain player Angel Di Maria, was crowned Argentine champion, even though the final of the closing tournament has yet to be played. What? Estudiantes, which is playing in Saturday's final against Racing, rejected the title, and its president was suspended for 6 months by the AFA for disciplinary tribunal. Wow. One of the clubs raided, Barraca Central, was run by Tapia for 2 decades before his son took over. In recent months, Anger has grown over alleged referee favoritism towards the club, which rose from lower divisions to the top flight in recent years. This is deeper than we thought. Boy, I tell you. You thought scandal be going on in Jamaica. Jesus, have mercy. This scandal is something else. Tapia has remained defiant amid the growing controversies. 3 Argentine presidents has come and gone in just 9 years since I began leading Argentine football and still have many years ahead, he said 2 weeks ago, referring to the end of his current mandate in 2028. In other words, he ain't going nowhere. He said, I'm not going nowhere. If y'all think I'm going somewhere, it ain't happening. It's not happening at all. That's a block. I was just about to say that too. Hold on a second. It's all over right there. Did it go? Yes. I was just about to say that's the end of that. We're going to get into the discussion, and you called right on time. Jeez. What's going on, Gunners, boss?
Listen, today I listen to you, man. I hear you call me out. So I said 2 minutes ago, I'm ready in a minute. Let me call you first.
Yes. Talk to me.
So you're in a football team here. You talk about the football, the Argentine Federation. So me, I wonder if you here Canada, you bias or not talk about Canada, the Canadian, when name Ryan Wedding, Olympian, who they on FBI 10 most wanted list. The big, allegedly. When them call him El Jefe, the boss, and about 10 of the name over Mexico, them saying there as I run the big thing on that. But you know about it? You know see that one there?
Yeah, man, baby steps, step by step. We letting them unfold a little bit, then we gonna break down, because you don't want to jump out the building, want to get as much information. Like I just read like 3-4 different, news sources for this whole case to do with the Argentine Football Association, and it's deep, man. It's getting deeper when it comes to, the things that are carrying on and things that are happening. So we definitely gonna get to that story at some point.
Francis, it takes money to run football, bro. It takes money to run football, and without the money, somewhere or the other, we never gonna get the money from. People that talk about FIFA give money. FIFA give veterans that you have a whole federation to run. So other people used to find ways to get the money before, as we already talk about that. And now there is not many ways to get that kind of money to run the football like how it used to be back then. And a lot of people now are talking about, like are you who never experienced Jamaica football at its highest, at its peak, And I said, boy, me and the man, I say, Mr. Speed them, I would speed them, mash up the football. I mean, I speed them, I try to bring back the football right now, and then I have no money to bring it back. So most of them are doing blood, sweat, and tears because I don't think they get enough money.
Well, stop right there. Hold up. First and foremost, yeah, I don't mention certain things. Go check my catalog and tell me how much times you seen me done a show mentioning any particular name other than Michael Ricketts. That's you. You said it. I never said it. I don't talk about things like that because to me, that's not what I'm talking about. You never hear me say it, so don't say me.
Hold on.
Wait.
Well, maybe it's not. If I said you, maybe it's you, universal. I'm just talking to people who talk about it. So if you never talk about it, excuse yourself from that.
Yeah. No, I don't do that.
If you're not the one who making those accusations and talking about people cheating and people this and people that, that don't go for you. Go for the people who saying that.
Yeah, because
there's not enough money there. And then FIFA, you have to understand that FIFA is alleged to be that corrupt where the only organization in the world where me see heads of federation and them thing, they jump out a hotel 15-story building when it a raid and all kind of thing over the years. So they're very corrupt, and them allow corruption because them corrupt, because that's how the thing work,
But you just made it. You just made a statement a while ago that said that it takes money to run. It takes money to run any business. So as a business, as a business, your job is to find the best possible way legally to make money, not illegally. Legally, I'll never agree with the illegal way of doing nothing, brother. Do it legally. Find these companies. Hold on, these a lot of companies in corporate Jamaica. Why they not on board? Since we talk about why they not on board. Same thing with Canada. Don't forget, I reported this story 3 years ago when the corporate Canada gave money to the federation and they didn't hand out the money properly. And them said corporations came back and asked the question, what are you guys doing with the money that we gave you? We gave you 10 million. And these guys said they only got 2. Where's the money at? And until you give the money or show where the money is gone, we're not giving you no more money.
Let me ask you something. You hear what you just said? We could use the same. Isn't there a lot of company and a lot more production and thing resources in Argentina than in Jamaica?
Let's keep it. Yes, but let's keep it.
No,
Hold on.
We're talking about football and money and
are you gonna let me answer? Let me answer though. You asked me a question. Let me answer. I said yes. Here's what I'm saying to you. Everything is levels to everything. You cannot compare Argentina to Jamaica, but you can compare whatever money that you get. Whatever money that Argentina gets, say Argentina get 500 million and Jamaica only get 5. You don't compare the two. What you compare is what you have done with the money that you were given. You're missing the point of it all. You can't talk about something you don't have. It doesn't matter.
$5 million.
It doesn't matter.
$5 million can't do a lot.
It doesn't. Yes,
$5
it can.
million
Yes,
can't
it
do a lot to
can.
run a federation
Yes, it
over
can.
a 4-year period.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
You know, understand? You're 160.
Yes, it can.
$160 for one Jamaican dollar.
Yes, it can. Gunners boss. Gunners boss. Gunners boss. Gunners boss. You do it within your means. Gunners boss.
That's why. That is why Argentine.
No.
That's why the Argentine.
No. You live. No.
Up in money laundering allegation, bro.
No, you live within your means. You do what you have to do until you rise above. I don't. No, bro. No.
Let's wrap. Let me ask you a question.
Well, hold on. Let me respond first, because you were saying I'm gonna let you ask me the question. You do whatever you have. You work with it. Yeah, you work with it until you build. You build. You build. You can't
have when it's not enough, bro.
Brother, you cannot look at the Joneses next door and say they drive a Tesla, so I should drive one too. You drive that Honda until you can afford a Tesla.
See, that's why you're coming right back to my argument now. That's like what I'm saying. It's like you can only afford in mackerel, but you expect to go get snapper. You want to eat snapper and you only expect in mackerel. Expect that we are average with our budget and we can only produce average football players, and that's what we have in the World Cup, and we are getting average.
That's not what I'm saying.
But y'all are expecting too much from nothing or from a little bit.
Nope. What I'm saying is you do the best with what you have. You're missing my point. You're missing my point. You do what you have. You don't lay down on the ground and cry about what you don't have. You work with what you have.
If we was laying down, we wouldn't be in a position to still have 2 games to qualify for the World
Of course, that's a lie. 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 I disagree. You finish. Finish what you're saying.
I said I believe we are doing great with the limited funds we have.
Let me know when I can go. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, that's all I'm saying.
And I disagree with you. And the reason why I disagree with you, because if we were doing what we needed to do, what we have, we would have qualified. Facts.
All right, that's the blame. Watch the blame. That's the blame.
So if we're going to the bare minimum of it, if we're going to go to the bare basis of it, we wouldn't worry about 2 games. We would have did what we needed to do our due diligence, do our homework, dot our I's, cross our T's, yeah? and live with the results. Instead, we are complaining about, when I say we, I'm not talking about we, the fans in the media. I'm talking about those who are in charge of stewardship over the football are complaining about what they have not done because of said this, that, and the third, instead of looking at yourself in the mirror and say, you failed with what you had in front of you. You were blessed to be in the division and the group that you were in, and you failed to achieve what you needed to have.
If you was blessed to be in that group, you would be in the automatic qualifying and being in that draft. Wouldn't have to be searching for it. Maybe you was cursed to be in that.
No. Absolutely not. You cannot take a blessing and turn it into a curse. A blessing is a blessing. If you don't take your blessing, that's on you. And you're looking for more blessings. You're looking for more blessings by saying, at least we have two. That's like you saying, brother, yeah, you get $125. Let's $120 and $100 drop out of your pocket. And you're going to say, well, at least I still have $20. I beg your pardon? You didn't do a good job of securing your money.
It's the local federation and 30 clubs implicated in this scandal, and more people and corporation and clubs might get themselves wind up in this thing here. So
no, man, keep it on Jamaica. That's what you're talking to me about. That Jamaica we're talking about.
I'm saying. And that it look like that the dissatisfied people, them will blame federation and all these foolishness for me and people talk more time. That is what they look like them want. They look like them want the federation to go and launder money and get themselves mixed up and get all kind of people all over the JFF office, a lot of people and them thing to get football to go as far as it go.
But that's what
I'm trying to say. Because you're telling me that we have enough money to qualify us for the World Cup and we getting enough money to do all of that. I don't believe that.
So just
I don't believe no federation is getting enough money from FIFA itself to run an organization. But a lot of these federations have corporate sponsors, and sometimes these corporate interests have shady ties and connections to their deal. It's just like the NBA the other day. We can talk about.
Hold on. Let me answer what you're saying first before you go to NBA. Let me respond to that, because you go all over the place. I want to just respond to what you just said a while ago. You made a great point that I want to have a thought on. Let me explain this to you. A lot of these officials that are part of federations, the money that they're laundering, so to speak, or they're looking for, is not to put back into the football. It's to put into their families.
Yeah. But
hold on. Did you hear what I said? It's to buy them 3-4 houses. It's not to put back in the football to grow the football. If it's to go back into the football and grow it, I would understand. But it's not. It's for their greed, their personal greed.
Who are you talking about?
I said these. That's what you didn't hear what I said. I said these federations.
You're talking about the federation and the 30 teams that is falling to this allegation.
Yes, sir. And everybody else that
putting back the money. And saying they're not putting back the money into football.
And everybody else that's doing that, it's for their personal gain. Not the gain of the football. It's for their personal gain, Gunners boss. Their own. They want to buy 3-4 houses. They want to send their kids to the best school. Yeah, it's not for the football.
And you have assisting, you have an organization, a club or whatever where you can wash that money through. Some of that money is going to end up back to the club. You're not going to keep all of it to buy houses for you.
That's it. You sure about that?
One or two person involved in doing that kind of thing.
They remember, greed has no limit. Greed has no limit. So if I can get let's use numbers. Gunners boss, if you can get an extra 40,000.
Hey, stop right there, sir.
Hold on now.
1 second.
All
1 second.
All right.
This NBA halftime show. You watching the halftime show?
Of course I am.
Who is that female on the screen? That's Cassidy Hubbard, right?
Hold on. Where? I see they're doing a lot of my South Asians are dancing right now, so I don't know who's on the screen.
Or maybe a different channel you're on. Me on NBA TV.
Yeah. I didn't. Maybe actually, you know what? It's just finishing. Let me wait and see what's going on. Let's keep talking.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
there's a young lady there with two dudes. I don't even know. Who them two dudes? I mean, I don't remember them two dudes. Them kind of look old.
But anyways, while that's going on, what I'm saying is that it would be okay, yeah? It's just like government officials, yeah? Government officials that sell out a country, yeah? They sell out a country to another country to when they finish their term, they move on and they live in big life. It's the same thing. If you can make an extra 20,000 every month, and that 20,000 can turn into 40 and 60, you're not going to be like, yo, I'm satisfied at 20. You're going to go as far as you can go. So you're going to drain it out as much as you possibly can. You're human beings, you know. They also got family, especially if you don't come from people with money, from places with money. You've seen all this money moving around and all these people approaching you and they're saying you can do this and we can do this and you seeing all these opportunities and money. You're going to take it. Your greed going to get the best of you. And it's not the greed for the betterment of the program. It's the greed for the betterment of you.
So,
and that's why I'm on their head top. Anybody that's doing that. This is what these guys are saying right here. Remember, the dude for the company for Argentina, he already outed the fact that he has a great relationship with the president of the AFA. The president of the AFA and his son, yeah? They have teams that's all wrapped up in this money laundering situation. Their deals, their sponsors. Bro, how do you loan Gunners boss? Lend me $2 million. I won't pay you back.
let me tell you something.
So why isn't corporate Jamaica sponsoring more into the reggae boys or reggae girls?
Remember,
tell me why. You're into it. Tell me why. Tell me why they don't want to.
Why?
Yeah.
Why the who?
The corporate Jamaica don't want to invest more money into the reggae boys and reggae girls, seeing that they're on the cusp of World Cup where their businesses will be on the world stage. Why haven't they pumped more money in? Tell me why. I'll wait.
I can't. That's not a question for me to answer factually. What I believe
opinion, not fact. It's your opinion.
Corporate Jamaica has never been on board of anything until it gets to where the pinnacle of it. That's when everybody jump on board. Nobody is assisting in the forward progress. Everybody wait until the thing catch fire, then them come on board. So if we qualify after these two games, you will see all our corporations and be medium, small, and large jumping on board for the brand Jamaica.
So can I ask you a question?
Yep.
You run a business, yes? You want your business to advance. You have an opportunity to go into let's say a show where you have an opportunity to bring on sponsors. But before you get to the show, isn't it your job as the owner, as the operator, as the president, as the person that's pushing it forward, the marketer, isn't it your job to do your very best to sell your company to these companies before you get to that stage?
Then why you as a spokesman are a person who is on both sides, and the critical, you're on both sides. You're pro, and there's time when you're pro, and there is time when you're anti the reggae football and whatever it is. But you're a fan, and a die-hard fan. But you're say, all right, then let me say you're a truth teller then, after things. Why sometimes you don't come out there as a man who know the business side of sports and give these ideas and these information and see if some people will listen. The same how when the coach pick a lineup, you and others pick a lineup and say, this lineup me think will work better. And when the team last, just say, boy, let me pick my lineup, then when I win. I'm not saying you individually.
Yeah, I got you. I got an answer for you. Why
never? You asking me these questions.
I'm going to answer you. Can I tell you? I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
So I remember when I was on Ryan's show and 876, the streaming company that came in part of the marketing. I can't remember what they're called right now. Long story short, they wanted to run a campaign to see what the fans think, and they even created a group where you go in and you share your ideas of how they can help to grow the marketing, to grow the brand so that more people can, find out the game, easy to get to the game, buy the ticket so they can raise money. There was groups that Mr. Dennis Chung was involved in terms of fans overseas that put together groups and whatnot to help the football grow. People have been given their ideas to help to make the money, including the YouTube channel where you pay that $10 or $9.99 to get these games. That was something, the initiative that was added from the fans. Yeah? It's not helping, brother, because nobody's listening.
I mean, but that don't say you're going quick. You're going quick and
no. There is no quitting. There is no quitting. But if you're asking for help and you're getting the help and it's falling on deaf ears, what's the point of you asking for help? Bruv, the sign of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Are you insane? Because I'm not insane.
So are you saying you come here and you doing this every night and you are getting the same result? Is you insane?
What's the same result?
The same result, because the same thing you're complaining about the football and whoever complaining never changes. As far as I'm concerned, it never changes. It's only getting worse. So you're not getting any results either way. So it's still insanity.
So the same people, I'm glad you said it, because there's some same people that are saying you must believe. You must believe in the progress, and you must believe before the tournament came along. You must believe. Where's the belief now? So it goes both ways, brother. Gunners, it goes both ways, brother.
The belief is still in the
in what? The belief was to qualify automatically. What happened to the belief? It fell, it broke, it disappeared. It floated away with Curacao. They took our belief and went to automatic qualification. So
and I hear people saying.
So now we're believing now in these two games because the savior has arrived for the football.
There's no savior for the football today. Our football is just trying times and see if we can get somewhere in the long run. But
so now instead of preparing, we're just trying to see. So we've now gone down to we're just gonna try and see.
We're gonna build the thing. We don't have the quality to compete with the rest of the world.
But Gunners boss, we had 4 years to prepare for this moment,
and we did not start prepared for the past 4 years. The football just get serious, you know. Too late. We start out the whole thing too late. We start the process too late. We start the process like the serious process started like 2.5 years ago. We started the process too late.
So if you was running a business and there was a process that was supposed to happen, shouldn't there be blame to who took so long to start the process, so to speak?
You have a lame duck president and seriously, I mean, not see the president and nothing. Mr. Speed and the man look like him really a keep up the federation right now. To me. Mr. Chung is there, they must say I do a thing, but it looks like Mr. Chung not there no more. But it looks like a Mr. Speed I boss over there right now. I look like him a carry thing. I'm the president, I don't know. I Speed, me say I do everything and I see everybody a pop down.
So
him look like him a carry thing right now.
So you mean to tell me 2.5 decades since we qualified for the World Cup since 1998 that you was a part of and you was relishing in the emotions and the feeling of going to World Cup, and you mean in 2.5 decades we're just getting serious in the last 2 months?
Then you never. How long ago?
I'm asking you because you're saying that you know longer than me.
How long ago you been on this YouTube channel talking about the Reggae Boys? Serious question.
Wait, answer my question first, though, and I'm gonna answer your question. I have no problem answering, but you gotta answer my question. With 2.5 decades.
Tell you what, I don't think one of these YouTube channels has been around for the past 4 years. I mean, I don't know how long Ryan had it, I don't know how long military the gun had it, I don't know how long nobody had it, but I don't think none of the out there this football thing after the past 4
So
years.
let me ask you, we didn't answer my question though.
The thing get hype and Rudolph
so let me ask you a question. Hold on.
So Craig Butler thing and them thing, everybody starts.
So what have you done since you have left Jamaica and on the ground to continue to build to see if your country can get back to the World Cup? That's my question to you. Answer that question.
But after me never have much interest in that. Brother, me never care about that. Just like how you hear, Mr. Man, the national player come and tell us, everybody did care about football. We did care about football back in the 80s to the 90s, and we left it to Uno to do it out or block it down and destroy it. And now, Mr. Speed, them and some people are try, and Craig Butler, them and them are try to build it back.
Who's Uno? Who's Uno? You mean the former players that were supposed to push the progress forward and your generation?
That's what the players did. That's what the players said. The players them. All right. You know what the fact is.
So why are we? So why? Hold on. So why are we who are coming now, right? And those before that are trying to build it using a platform. Why are we getting the beating for the work that y'all dropped?
These men tried hard for the football in Jamaica, and they did not achieve anything from it financially or anything. So they must start have wife and kids and family. You know, think they must go look like for themselves. You know, Mr. Donald tell us they play for Jamaica and play for how much team at Jamaica boys so and he never get a dollar. You know, he not say never get a dollar, but he not have nothing to show out of that. Anything when better when go work, if you get a chance to get a visa or get a job overseas or get a job down a wharf or down a Setford or somewhere. Then the time the national player not have nothing to get, man have to go work.
So that's why
work at airport, go work at wharf, go work at go lift back down a Setford and them thing and do some work down a Setford and still have to go train and go play football. That was the love for the game, I'm gonna lose it.
Okay, so stop right there for a second. And that is why I'm gonna tell respectfully the older generation. They need to be quiet, sit down, and let the young fellas try and build this thing so that people can have opportunities to play the football overseas and rebuild the structure. Because y'all had an opportunity and you failed. Just like we failed to qualify.
You have the opportunity. FIFA start give a free money to you know. I don't think the people that get the free money like that. Them time the economy of football has grown over the years. But when nobody never get no, you see right now, man, I play for Mount Pleasant, man, I play for Tiwa, man, I get transfer and I get money and everything. It's only a few clubs that I play. See, like when Hazard United come in, when Hazard United, when it come, when I play down at Alcott Sports Club down at Quarrying. When Hazard United come in, and when Port Morant United come in, Reno, and a few more clubs, maybe Wadada and a few more clubs used to buy some start the national ball and them and give them some money and them things. But most of the players them never get the money. You play youth them we are play for Arlet Yard never get no play. The youth them we are play on Boys Town never get no money like that.
So the comment section talk hold on.
Most of Premier League football club them and the youth them on the national team never get no money. He got Davis them and them man they must be go over Israel go play for Nathaniel Maccabi in 1993.
Okay, so hold it.
I'll get chopped over there in the first Gulf War.
So
but there was no money in the football, so it takes money, and then you just have to play for the love of the game. Go on.
So I heard there was an interview with Spoon. I don't remember his real name. He was a keeper of Jamaica. When the money was supposed to be shared out, the money was not given. The people kept the money for themselves. Allegedly, you can go back. I'll go back and watch the interview on Ryan's channel. Hold on, let me land. They kept the money for themselves, and we just spoke about the greed. You get money to hand out to the players so they can take back and feed their family, and instead of them getting $1,000, you give them $200. You keep the 8. And if you do that for 10 players, where does that money go? That money go into your pocket to help take care of your family. Okay? Pause for a second. Conrad said Coach's Desk has been doing this for over 4 years. Ryan has been doing it for over 4 years. Militant Gooner has been doing it for over 4 years. They said we have more excuses than a ninja going to jail. All we have is excuses. All I hear is excuses. And I'm trying to change the excuses to talk about the things that need to happen. And all we keep doing is making more excuses.
Ryan, you're not doing nothing.
This is Francis. Francis, yeah.
You're not doing nothing. You are only making excuses, but you are making excuses on the negative side.
Tell me my excuses I'm making. Please.
Everything what you say is not true. It's just your opinion, just the same way you have an opinion on the negative side, and I have an opinion on the positive side.
So my job,
other people, but most of these guys, most of these people, especially in the commenting, for them thing is to trace and cussing on. As long as you're critical about Mr. Speed, especially at the Jamaica Football Federation, and some people who anything. But you know what? At the end of the day, let me tell some people something.
Hold on. Wait. Before you go off on a tangent, do you believe that you're supposed to stand on the shoulders of your foreparents? So you expect that your children is supposed to stand on the foundation that you have built and set for them, yes? Correct or not?
No. No.
So you're not setting no foundation
But
for your
my
children.
foundation will all be there for them, but they can go. They have the right to go
Facts,
out and
but
eat their house.
but there is a foundation there for them to build off of. This is what I'm getting
Of
at.
course.
Okay,
Yes.
so where was the foundation from the generation before us for we can stand on?
Francis, you see me now going to do the technical thing. You know, hear the truth about it, right? Captain Burrell, before Captain Burrell, there was a man named Mr. Tony James. After Tony James, I think them have Mr. Barksdale for a minute. During Mr. Tony James, during the 80s when Mr. Tony James ran the football was lively across Jamaica, especially across the western side of Jamaica. But the football was live when he was the president. Me that spend money on football. Them man need have money. Now you have Mr. Barksdale. Mr. Barksdale is a man who don't have no money. Me not even know how he part of the presidency. That means to say me they lock out of the football totally during those era. Then you have Captain Burrell come now as a man where military and him knows so the business side of things and him have some money for whatever him do. And you have other people we are involved with the Premier League that develop players that come in and good players that come out of the school and come out of the systems and them. So you could have players enough to pick and refuse, choose and refuse from, and then you get the players from some players from the diaspora. And that's how the football will grow. After the 98 World Cup, where those money was coming from for where every corner, every hilltop, every little community have 3-4 different corner league and every youth outside play football. That kind of money dry up. And from that kind of money dry up from after the 1990s. And that kind of money dry up. The only team from the region, South America. How much team from South America since 1998 to the last 2000? What was that? 98, 2002 World Cup. How much team from South America and the Caribbean have gone to the World Cup?
I'd have to go do some research on that. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not going to pretend like I do because I don't.
Which region Argentina come from?
Shoot, South America. They're in South America, so.
Region, right?
Say it again, sorry.
You saw the CONCACAF region, right?
No, I don't think so. So Argentina.
Which region CONCACAF? Somebody type in the comment section. I'm an idiot. I don't really know nothing. I just ask questions.
Argentina football. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. I'm typing in Google. Hold on. Google's going to tell me.
Argentina,
from Carnival.
Carnival. All right then. Well, Carnival, what is Carnival is what is that? Carnival really. So which one of the region? Which part of Carnival is from? South America? Which part that is? Argentina? Which part of Argentina is? South America, Argentina, you know?
Yeah, Argentina is in. Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, South America. What's that? God bless you. Big up yourself. God bless you. He said South America. But let me see. Argentina's club and national team competes in Carnival tournaments like Copa, World Cup qualifiers.
What are the CONCACAF teams going to Copa, right? Carnival. Well, anyway.
Yes.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding. But if you notice, Argentina is the only team from our side who has been competitive over during after the 19 to 2002, you know. I don't know if you talk the truth, you know, Brazil, you know. With Brazil always, why we don't talk about Brazil always have the talent to be there. Them are miss out on talent after it.
You know what? Jamaicans talk so much about Brazil and never about Jamaica. We know more about Brazil history than we know about our own. You ever notice that?
But that's not the argument. We just talk about football.
Yeah, no. I was asking you a question. No, we're talking. So I was just asking you a question. Did you know that or not? Like whenever we have conversation.
Right now, back then, the older Jamaican talk about Brazil more than Jamaica. But this Jamaican, this set of Jamaican, them know more about APL more than what them know about Jamaica. Okay.
Yo, I love the way you reason it. I'm telling you. Yo, Gunner's Box is the truth. You the truth.
Our our time, the mecca for football was Brazil coming up. But now England change the thing now and start take away the best players, black and brown players from across the world and bring them in a them league. And people believe that.
Hold on. Did they take them away or did they provide an opportunity for them to take care of their families? I'm kind of confused on that one.
Well, it is. That's a fact. That's a fact. Whatever. So it's just like the NBA now. And you ask the question about the players. And how different from Steph Curry and a few more. She come from Canada and the rest of the big star, them Luka, them and Joker, them come from Europe and Giannis, them and them are take over the league right now. Because the game changed.
But hold on. You know why the game has changed though? Can I tell you why the game has changed? And we talk about it. The game has changed because when American basketball players used to jump higher, run faster than everybody else in the world decided we're going to work and develop our game. The American basketball players didn't excel to develop the game at the grassroots level, where the world decided, okay, you can jump higher, you can run faster, you're stronger, you're bigger. We gonna fundamentally get the game. We gonna teach our youngsters from day 5 to fundamentally.
Man, you know what?
Is that what you're seeing right now?
You know what? The same way. Never cut you off. The same way. The Englishman make it possible for cricketers and footballers to make money from other parts of the world to feed their family. The same way the European coming over here because the Euro League not paying them enough. So they gotta come to the NBA. That's what they cut their teeth at. That's all that is.
And they used to come over from back in the day, but they couldn't compete because I just told you why. They weren't good enough to compete. Hold on. And that's the reason why the rest of the CONCACAF, the rest of the Caribbean teams are catching up to Jamaica, because for years we dominated because we were bigger than them, we're faster than them, and they're elevating their education of the football. Don't you see them catching up? And that's what I'm focused on. In case you didn't know.
Well, that's how it's going on. Well, that's how it's going on. There is time when one empire take over from the time, or from the eagle to the dragon and the bear, you know. Yeah. So there's different countries things catch up because everything is copycat. All these sports is copycat and people advance and catch up to people and the things. People want more than I call the show. You know, think no come down and go a bit.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. You're good to go, man. You're good to go. I appreciate you tapping in, man. Bless up, cause I know you.
Man, I'm tapping in on murder, man. I'm not even in the line that beat.
Yeah.
So we know over here and I mix up and I cause and mash people. I'm afraid to call in and
then you already know the Schweppes.
Mix up and I look fine. So man have to come down off the internet and learn to do something. Because when I tell someone over there that type and I write something, leave up yourself with it all cap. But let me tell you what happens with someone, you know. You don't expect, you know, not to come on the internet. You not to come type something. No. And me supposed to believe, you know, over the players them and the coach them. I mean, none of you know, not qualified. Like, none of the people them who up at JFF in them head office and not there. For no that qualified, that show no acting at the ring and show no qualification and get these jobs instead of the day that people come in section and type and someone on the internet and talk for some mic. Someone have to come down, man, and go look at real work. Someone have to come down and find internet and know what if I type it and know what if I chat it. If you know I support the football and I ride and die with the team. Someone who quicker, quick for the team. As the team have one little failure and one little buck in the road. You know, some people will have one car.
Hey, Gunners Boss, stop it. Stop it.
Have one car.
Gunners Boss, this is 20.
No, brother. Me run the rat, no, brother. If you call me over here, you be over here talk about 2 hours before me come over here, you know. 45 minutes or so, you know. Or 45 minutes. Me run the rat, man. Someone else will have a little old car and a little old car catch a flat tire and left it a road himself. Have a look for 1 second and tire, put on it and act like on the boat and it's on the road and rat it. But a man scrap it and take it and left it because of the 2 boats. You know, expensive thing. So I'm telling you what I find out with Jamaican Francis Panawol. Them have this get rich quick, lazy mentality and get rich quick tendency. You know what? these luxurious football to be played and all these things. And some of these want to buy a ticket or buy a jersey and support the game. I'm going to work for you and do that. And typing on the internet and talking all of the police on the internet. Yeah, only my expenses. I'm mute and I can talk. That's what I say.
Hold on, Kingston. I'm gonna call you back. Give me a sec. I'm gonna call you. Don't worry yourself. I'm gonna call you right now. Hold up. Hold up. There you go. Hit that button, man. Kingston, talk to me.
Hey.
Blessings. You're live on air.
Oh, live? Okay. Yeah, I was just listening to, hey.
I'm gonna call you. Don't worry yourself. Yeah, put that on mute though. You're in the background. Jay Hummingbird, that's Gunner's boss. That's how he get along. That's how he do what he gotta do. Talk to me, Kingston. You live on air. The people hearing you. What you gotta say?
Yeah. Well, Francis, I've been listening to you for a while. Yeah, I've been listening to you for a while and I get a chance to call in. Yeah. I do not understand for the life of me, Jamaicans, why we are so defensive. It seems like some of us are refuse to grow, refuse to accept changes, and refuse to accept the fact. Now, Gunner's boss always, sometimes it makes sense, and sometimes you can see when it's come to Jamaica football, right?
Yes, sir.
He's talking just like he said about I guess he doesn't get the point about Brazil. And we never know big time country like Brazil playing soccer as far as the other small countries. We explain, but I was saying games just as you said for the USA with the basketball. Okay, they're playing basketball for years, and what the other countries do, they go from youth for fundamental and know the game, and they're getting better. They're getting up there. You know what I'm saying? And now the rest of the world are compete with the US team. There's pretty close. But as far as Jamaica, where we going backwards, we not compete. Who will compete again? Unless we compete against the JPL, that's it. They refuse to understand that soccer is just not you take love to soccer. It starts from an early age, from youth. And you have to play all the time. You got to get educated. It's just like I was watching Ryan show the other day, just not too long ago. And we're thinking about the way soccer evolved. It's like in Jamaica, you want to play before you want the ball play at your feet. Now it's different. Evolve. You play in space. You look at the game and know when your teammates are in trouble to go get the ball, to find the space and create space for your teammates. We're not doing that. If you look at the rest of the teams that play, they look quicker. Because most of the time what we do, we pass the ball, we stand up. We look around. And when we do bunch up around, like you have some little kids playing soccer, like a little, what do you call it? 5-year, 6-year-old, we just all bunch up together.
Yeah. They're all chasing the ball.
Yeah. And you figure like, so many players are so defending and goal is pouring through. Set plays. I mean, we're not learning the game, and it takes education, and it doesn't take. And you can for the youth teams. If our youth teams are not good, come up to the level. How are they gonna be good enough to make the Jamaica national team in the local players? Because when you finish high school, you got a period where you go in the dorm, you're not learning the game. You're not doing no kind of weight training exercise. You just lag. And when you reach up to a point playing for some of the JPL clubs to make it to you lost a lot. So our generation talent over the years just get lost because we're not taking you and we're not making use of resources. When we have talent, they're not being fed the game. Educational, they're not going weight room training. And the things that Jamaicans supposed to be prideful about. When people speak of get improving, right? Everybody, we all love Jamaica, right? And we all want improvement. But some people just, if you're stuck in your old ways, people are stuck, what's they going to be improved? You have to evolve. Time has passed, you're in trouble, you pass the ball. That's not how it works. You know, that's how it works. And we have a tendency to think that we're good and we don't want to help from the outside. And we, like the GenSec, the newly appointed GenSec, saying that they're gonna go back to uh, Jamaican, I guess something of the sort, ways or something. What ways? You know, we can't come out of the Caribbean. When we in the Caribbean to play, and far Caribbean countries are passing us right now, we have nowhere to go because if our youth team are not excelling, okay, up to the level of it, how we are locally, our national team gonna make it.
So what's your thoughts about then say resources are the reasons why? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, come on, a resource. Look at it. Not the resources. Look at when you play ball. It's the JFF. It's all those people who have their own ideas carrying for so long. It's not working. They're doing the same thing over and over and getting the same stuff. We're not going anywhere. We're going backwards. When we get a good coach, we got one of the best youth coach with with Albert and this other guy that selected that John Watt, right, to work with, and we get rid of him locally. We got some. Sometimes I watch all these practice game with these guys are doing. These are the same whole stuff I used to do from way back there. It is not like I'm like, are these big men professional that they have these trainers or Jamaican trainers? They know what they're doing. And it's like a joke. They don't take the game serious. Do the same thing over and over, unless they're doing something different that we're not seeing. What they're putting out on the YouTube on the internet.
Maybe I try to get a word in. Maybe I try to get a word in, and I didn't realize that the mute for the part since you come out.
Oh, Fisher! This is a fisherman.
This is
I'm not boss. So you come call up my name. You come call up my name.
Oh yeah, it's gonna boss. Yeah. You wanna respond?
Let me ask you one question. Francis, I was trying to ask this question from earlier, but we never realized that the mute.
Yes. Go ahead.
While me ask this question, me ask what's your name again, boss man?
Kingston,
you say, right?
Yeah.
All right. Kingston. Francis, you can look up this because you might have to help him with this. 10 years ago, where did Jamaica rank in the world?
10 years ago?
Yes.
Wow. I don't remember.
All right, then Francis, I'll look it up right
I don't remember. But
all right. And when you don't remember, don't elaborate.
I think they were 100 and something. They're probably about 100. I will below 100 and something. I think
and where does Jamaica rank in the world today?
I think they rank like 10 to something now.
Then how can you sit here and lie and tell the people I say me an idiot that Jamaica football not improve? That's improving from 107. That's a big jump past, man. So we're going forward. Just lie.
One at a time. One at a time.
That's dishonesty. I'm not gonna. No disrespect. My apologies. I'm not gonna call you a liar, but that's being intellectually dishonest, sir. Jamaica football has grown over the past 10 years from 100 to 70 and that's a fact. As you said that.
All right, let him answer.
Skin, so that doesn't upset me.
Let him answer.
Let me explain. Jamaica is not playing by themselves. What about the other team? Don't you think it may be because the other teams are improving?
We are talking about the Jamaica national team that you said is not going. If you are saying you are not going forward, and 10 years ago I was 137, just saying, I don't know the exact number. Someone can type it in the comment section and correct. No, if you were saying if from 130 to 70, no, say a 60 or 50 enough space that would jump, brother. That is improvement. So that means it is not bad as it was after the 98.
So you satisfied. So you're okay with you then? That's what you're telling me?
No, I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying it's dishonest to say we are not going forward. Slowly but surely we are moving forward. The thing will take a long, just like, Joe Downer done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, the other day we was here and Joe Downer joined the chat. And Joe Downer said the same thing I've been saying. He said, really, after 98, the football, the people, and that's all me I say, I say, after 98 World Cup, The football is like say the people them take it and then Captain Burrell got there. The people let me take it like say, well, boy, this was a one time, a one hit, and it was a surprising thing or whatever. But the football went on a lull since then. And if you know, factually speaking, before that, I don't know how grown you is. I'm not gonna say how old, I'm not gonna say how grown you is. But if you remember, before the night, leading up to the '98 World Cup, there was so much football that being played across the island. It was not difficult to find 11 players to play on a national team, but we still get some players from the diaspora down in the nitty gritty, but we was playing football compared to now. Well, all right.
Yeah, you're correct.
A lot of youth now go outside, go play on the ball like when Joe down at them and hardware them man they a play ball and ball and white stone ball a kick over trench stone ball a kick up a Arnett yard ball a kick down at Tivoli yard ball a kick over Hannatown ball a kick over Denhamtown ball a kick everywhere. Them things don't happen no more, boss man. So the talent and we still improving with the kind of talent what we have now. We still being improving. So it's just the people who don't know the history of the football now and I come here and people who never see the glory days of football back then when Jamaica Premier League, National Premier League, Cravening Premier League ball, Red Stripe Premier League ball and mash up the whole of Jamaica. We are traveling from one corner of Jamaica from Rena to Lantapour and go watch football. Then the energy the day of the football no more, so the drive no really there no more. And then the money never had a game like that.
So would you agree, Gunners boss, that most of those times, in those times, you have some handful of players where it was individual just very, very good versus now. You have maybe you could find one player from every parish or every club that was just naturally gifted good.
Well, that makes exactly there was enough you could pick from and leftovers.
Good. But I wouldn't say leftovers. But if Gunners boss, I'm sure that you tell me no. If we take it, you think as a Jamaica, right? With Jamaica, it's something like we used to eat. We have almost like Brazil because when I was in Jamaica, we used to like we eat and breathe and with cricket, football. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, even when I used to play cricket. I used to play football when football season started in the middle of cricket. I stopped and gone back to football. What I'm not saying here, you have to understand that football is a thing that evolves, right? And countries are getting better. You know, countries are getting better. You're saying we never know. You think we were ever great and ever good in the Caribbean more than anybody else? A bit of in the Caribbean.
You sound like
because in Trinidad, you know, Trinidad and Jamaica is pretty much even, you know. But they have lots where they have winning streak, and they have lots where they have losing streak. But they're pretty even. So we're not bigger baller than Trinidad.
No, I mean, we're not no bigger than Trinidad baller than Trinidad, and Trinidad's not no bigger than baller than we. The thing fluctuates. Sometimes them get better than we. 1 year we go one World Cup period, we go to the World Cup, them go to the World Cup one period after that, them no go back, we no go back.
But would you agree that we could probably double up or triple up this most individual skilled players that we have, quality players than Trinidad?
I mean, we could have, but we don't think we cannot blame the JFF for the development of players.
Oh, why? Because they control soccer. Listen, if Bernard Boss, I'm going to tell you now, okay? Because are you where are you in Canada or America? I think you're in America.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, good. And I already say you have kids in sports and something like that. Because I'm sure it's like every from the kids are young, you taking
my
those
son
kids to the game.
My son them play football, and my grandson them play football.
And every weekend and whatever daytime from school, you taking them to practice, right?
Yeah.
I have somebody taking the practice, and then I miss the practice, and then do their schoolwork, right? And they do everything, and it's a thing, culture, but. It's the system in Jamaica until the system sets up.
Let me ask you a question. Let me shut down that. You ask me one question. Let me shut down that real quick. Ask Steve at the No. Ask Winston Twinnybug Angren. Ask Mark Hagler Wilson. Ask Chris Dias. Ask Walter Boyd. Ask them how much time them. Ask Donovan Hardware. ask when they hire them, how much time them parents ever take them to a practice to go play.
Yeah, because we used to sometimes we go from because this is the thing like this. It's a culture. This is the culture thing because most time we come from school, we stop. Everybody
how much time your parents
Hold on. Wait, Gunners, hold on. One at a time because it sounds real noisy. One at a time, please.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Kingston.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, well, you know things. Hey, things are time change now. No, we used to go on ourselves, right? But now people, now it's such a sports is a big thing right now, and the monetary thing involved. So parents have a stake to make sure before just like education. Let's just go to school. Want to be a lawyer, doctor, or somebody come up to be accountant, something like that. But now, if they look at kids, and if kids are good, right, the talent, then they kind of push that. If they're playing tennis or they're playing football or they're playing volleyball or something that the parents identify that at an early stage, and actually take up the model and support them. But in Jamaica, just other culture, we have to do it on our own. But those times and these times are different. We don't have the same mentality back when I was in Jamaica growing up. I used to even go to, sometimes I come from school, my parents have to come look for me on the soccer field. They look right to find me because I come from school, I stop anywhere soccer or sports, I stop and play. Because that's the only chance I get. Other than going to...
The football that just in Jamaica, across the world, across the world, the whole thing. Right now, my thing is younger people having kids and having other interest in other things more than even. And it's always been like that in the poorer part of the world. Parents have more things more important more than boy go play sports. If boy want to go kick football, boy go kick football. Most of the time your parents can't afford to buy your boots and all them things. And just you have to go out there and go do what you do and go play some ball if you love the game. So it's all come back down to that as general. And also it's supposed to be. So when man like Craig Butler, even though no disrespect to him, miserable, and him have him ways and him have him opinion them. But if the people like them, the people them will have some academy and I try build some youth and I try help some youth and I try push some youth forward. We have to give them flowers for them thing. You know what I say? Because here what happen. It is not the interest not in the youth them no more like it used to be back in the days.
Gunners, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is it possible, Kingston, I'm asking you the same question. Is it possible that at any point it can change the mindset of the parents that are there like, listen, you might have a talent or you have a love for this. It's not just go play some football or can it change and will it change?
You mean you're asking going forward? Going forward
yes,
you're talking about?
Yes, going forward.
Of course they change. Yeah, of course. Nothing constant.
There have to be there have to be incentives. The youth them have to have a purpose. Just like we should have asked the general the other day. Should have asked Joe Down the other day, say, what was his hopes and dream as a young kid starting out playing football and the concrete place them of Kingston and wherever else in that place. That's the question we should have asked him and hear what him say. Because I think that the youth, them hopes and dreams, we play football in Jamaica, we start from a young age. Them hopes and dreams is to play for their national team, their country. And maybe the youth, them up on it garden, them want to play for Charlie Smith. And then from Charlie Smith, them want to go play for Annette Garden and for Annette Garden national team. So youth, them will look on it over the sun. And the youth, them not Garden and see them, so them will look on it, So you see.
So hold on, Gunners. Hold on. Stop for a second. Hold on. I want to address something you just said. Why isn't it possible, right? Because now we got social media. Back then, y'all didn't have social media to where you have so much access. You can touch the ability to inspire yourself, to be inspired by seeing all these players that are playing all over the world. See, a lot of people feel like football only plays in England or only play. There's many countries that have top division teams that pay well. Why do you have to go from the ghetto, so to speak, to Charlie Smith, to Arnett Garden? Why couldn't it be to a professional club to then come back? Not to say Arnett isn't a professional club. Let me put that out there. Two, because I know you was gonna say that.
Francis,
I knew you was gonna say that.
That is Francis. Francis is a stranger. Don't ask me no weak ass question like that, man. I always say that A word on the podcast, but don't ask me no weak question like that.
Why is that weak? Well, no, why is that weak? Because I want to know why can they? Okay.
Weak question. I already have the answer for that.
The aspiration to go play for a country. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sitting and I'm smoking, so continue the conversation.
Yeah, so Kingston, the question is to you as well, to aspire to go play for another country, you know what I'm saying, to expand your horizon rather than thinking that because the development from the leagues in Jamaica to the national team is what we've been doing, but it's not showing to be good in terms of good enough for the level that we are going to be competing against around the world.
Yeah,
hey, okay. Stop right there, sir. Why? You are answering first, Kingston.
As a parent, okay, and also as a parent and also a grandparent. And I look at, what I'm seeing from other family members as well. Sometimes it's the motivation. If kids had a lot more things to do and they're not focused, or kids getting disinterested, it could be a combination of things. Now I can see, and if kids, you cannot. All right, if kids are doing something on a consistent basis, either you can know that they like it or don't like it. You can know the cutoff point.
Facts.
But if they like it also, and then it's stop period. Stop period. They become, disinterested. Because if they're not excel, they feel like, what? Then they see other team member, doing better. And they might not feel like, for instance, I used to be very quick. I used to run, right? As a kid. And that's like I have a parent to guide me. And I used to run, when I used to run, I used to end up coming third. And sometime in school, in class, they put up number 3. That I'm going to come third. Sport team. I never could win. I don't know what is it. Because every time I go to the line, I cannot seize up. I cannot duck to the tape. I'm stiffen up. And I get beat. I always get beat. So, I stopped.
All right,
I never have a coach. I mentor somebody to mentor me.
Let me address that weak ass question he just asked before I forget him. Because I told you right now, my son here, we drink like a whole quart of Hennessy and some cranberry juice. I'm kind of tipsy right now. I'm kind of tipping right now. So
you need to take some of that Hennessy money and give it back to the youth football. Go ahead.
Hear this now. Francis. The question. Hear how weak your question is, Francis. The question is, I don't know how you can get to a club overseas and get into a bigger league overseas if you are not good enough to play for them to see you. For instance, Walter Boy, play around the little AA, we call it AA, you are fine. Play around the little circuit, then play in the Pepsi League, play in the Manning's Cup, start up down Excelsior, boom! As soon as him left Excelsior, do so boom! Hazard United down at Clarendon in there, ball up down there and go beat up everybody and do all kind of things down there. Boom! Him end up over Colorado, Fox play down at Colorado. Boom! National team call him left Colorado, come back at Jamaica. Play some ball for the national team and end up down at Arnett Yard. If him never start on a bark as big dog down a yard, him could never go a yard. You have to bark a yard before you can go abroad. You can't talk like, and that's all no expectation. No expect team over foreigner come pick up some little player when I play in the ball and carry them go foreign go play. That is my answer to your question. They have to good enough in Jamaica and scouts and people see them and recruit them and take them overseas. The college now give enough scholarship to play in football at a university at Texas. Even over University of Akron if you can't play ball at Jamaica.
Thank you for hold on 1 second, Kingston. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Henny. Thank you, Substance, for helping me to help Gunner's boss understand. You just helped me make my point. Thank you to your son as well, sitting there helping you, because it goes back to, you just said, if they're not good enough, that means our development isn't good enough. Thank you very much.
But what I said, this development starts of a youth mentality. So that's why I tell you, your argument was weak. The mentality is, I want to start out as a little boy. From your 6-year-old, me start play football. Me go play football to play to go play for the high school in my community as a teenager. When me left community up on that yard, I go play over Charlie after me left prep school or junior high school or Charlie Smith High School. From Charlie Smith High School, me I use Belly Dias, me I use Byron Earl, me I use Johan Buttonule, and me I use the youth them grow for Charlie Smith, Pele Wilson over there from over Orangeville and them youth. They talk about some youth in the community. They talk about Mr. King from the garden and them youth. When I left them community, them play school ball, them play street ball, and them community, them play football in them community, and them end up go to the national team from them community. That's a fact. So me now come here, come talk, no hypothetical, not that fact. Me I tell you, that's the youth, their ambition, and that's their mentality. That's how them grow.
That was your ambition then. That's not it now. You can't say that now. When's the last time you talked to somebody doing it now?
From here, you gonna get there. So if I'm not good enough here, I'm not gonna get there.
The one. It's not one. Not run. Go ahead, Kingston. Sorry, me and Gunners get into this all the time. Get in the conversation.
I was gonna ask Gunners boy if Water Boy used to play with when he got Clarendon. If he used to play with this guy Sweetie. Remember Sweetie? Remember his real name? Sweetie.
Sweetie Simit.
Yeah, Sweetie. Yeah. I think he scored. I think he topped the league in scoring in goals.
Remember when? I don't remember the Hazard team, because Arnett Yard me support them time. I could tell you the starting 11 plus for Arnett Yard plus the bench. But Arnett Yard not my team. But here what now? Me have a motorcycle. I'm from Arnett Yard to Wada, anywhere the bus I go. My bike there behind the bus. When I left Arnett Yard from Lantap, you me tell you sir, from Lantap, Oval, out of St. Thomas to Reno, down a From State to over where Wada and the other team over Mantico Bay used to play. We got every match. We don't miss Arnett Yard match them. Not Sunday, not there. Denton shedding them and all of them youth they play for Arnett Yard in them time, the brother. We don't miss no match. We support the football team. Them time when we ball at them, when we pass cycle track and we ball at them, score, we collect money and go pay them. Byron Earl them and the whole of youth them from Charlie Smith and them to Arnett Yard. We go pay them when them score a goal. $100 bill we collect from cycle track and collect money and pushing at them shots. And then thing. That's how we support the ball of them. We help the ball of them buy.
That was then, Gunners boss. This is 2025, man. What you talking about, bro?
Let me tell you something.
No. Let me tell you something. No. I let you talk. Listen to me for a second. You gotta listen to me for a second. 1 second. Okay. All right, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Me is a booster. I am a booster for a popular, very competitive school in the corporate area presently as I speak. When me have my money and me feel me have enough, me call the coach and me send a thing go game to buy something and do something towards the youth them over there. Because the coach am a personal friend. I'm a brethren. When me and him have my number and my phone, man, if him listen, him know who me have to come over here, come load up everything. 2 minutes talk something.
No, you don't have to. Keep it going. You don't got to, yes.
But I'm telling you, I am the booster for a school in the corporate area, a very successful Manning Cup school, sir.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Thank you so very much. Okay. So let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question then, because I'm glad you said that. Yeah? So you are boosting and helping, yes? That means that there should be a number of boys that are coming from the school that you are supporting, yeah? That should be playing football at a high level to be scouted because of the help that you are sending to help them, correct?
No. My pittance is just a pittance towards the amount of money they need for development. My little change.
So what I'm saying then, aren't you looking for a return? Hold on. So aren't you looking for a return on your investment? At least one of the youth them.
No.
When I say return, now I'm not talking about financial. Listen to it. I'm not talking about financial return. I'm talking about return in knowing and seeing that one of these youths actually have excelled. They have benefited from your little pittance, as you call it. That is the return I'm talking about.
I am watching one of them representing Jamaica as we speak, and he's very brilliant.
That's your pittance that has helped, right?
One of my underlings, one of the kids I try to get even a bottle of juice or a bottle of water or orange or some Gatorade water when he don't drink, when he don't play a ball at first.
And does that help? Yeah, go ahead.
Sir.
So, all right. So, because sometimes you make some valid point. I listen to some valid point, and then again, sometimes you kind of throw me off. So, what would you say, right? To look at that. What are holding back our soccer? What do you think are? Give me at least three main things you come up with that actually holding back our soccer.
He can't.
As I said before,
he can't.
As I said before, stop, Ryan. You have a host.
Francis. Hey, you gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop doing that. No, you gotta stop doing that.
Before I continue the conversation, man, last time you ain't playing them bombs and stuff. Drop one of them bombs, man. Drop one of them bombs, man. Drop them. Yeah.
You guys stop doing that and call me Ryan. I'm Francis,
eh? This party about to start.
You guys start doing. Hold on.
Having a vibe.
That's for you, man.
Kingston. Yeah, drop.
Hold on, Kingston. Kingston, 1 second. Hey, Gunners boss, it's Francis. You gotta stop calling me Ryan. You don't call me no next man.
No, you know, Ryan. Listen, hear this now. Me know you from over Ryan channel. Over this on your start.
I know.
If you on the strength, so Ryan a family for me. So if I call you Ryan is not out of disrespect, it's just because me a 61-year-old and me a drink and smoke right now. Me Ryan just forgot anywhere. So you're lucky me a hold it up so good.
Hey,
stop it.
Look, what do you think this is? Some female thing? I don't have thin skin, brother.
When I call you Ryan, right? When I call you Ryan, take it as I'm putting you in the class with the legends.
Go
ahead, Kingston.
Is it fair to say sometimes when you're drinking, you call the show something you call the shows when you're not drinking, right?
When I'm not drinking, that's when I go off on everything. Right now, I'm chilling.
Really? Well, it seems to me, I don't know which is, all right. I'm going to have to look now. I'm going to have to ask when you come on if you're drinking or not, because sometimes you make a lot of sense, and I agree with you 100%. And then later on, you lost me.
Me make sense every time, but because you see, because me is not a man who is out here to bash Rudolph Speed and bash the Jamaica Football Federation, because that not help my cause. I am not a person who is out here to fix blames. I'm out here to try a way to find ways to fix the solution for the problem, not to fix the blame like others. Because I'm not cloud chasing. So I don't care when a guy don't like what I say, and when a guy want type in the comments and say me talk foolishness. Because you know what happened? Just like I said, he's not qualified enough to do nothing else but typing in the comment section. Just like I'm not qualified to do nothing else more than come over here, come talk some crap. I make some people upset and some people laugh, and then me ready my gun and my best. I just how we do it. So it's not even about me being personal about anything, It's about me. I drive the algorithm and I drive the content most of the time.
That's why I wanted to ask you now, if you could trade 3 things you could change to make us enhance our soccer, what would they be?
3 things that we could have changed right now. I keep Mr. Speed in a position for now, and then I get rid of the lame duck. You know what happened? First thing I would have do, I would have get rid of the lame duck president and some people up at the JFF office. Get some of the farmer players who are involved, who are still in the football, and get them involved in the football. If they're interested to put them hat in the ring, it's up to them, If you can only get what you want, So, therefore, I don't know, because I don't see the football going backwards. I don't see the football going backwards. Based on the fact that 10 years ago it was over 100 and we on 80 right now. I don't see the football going backwards. I think it is growing slowly.
I thought when we started we were like 40-something, 50-something.
When we started,
we were 50-something or 40-something at one point.
Francis, a long time you're not talking to me and Kingston are talking to you. Could I give you some numbers for the football,
you first of all, when you're going back and forth, I told you it's hard to hear what you just said. You talking hella loud. So my apologies if I can't hear. Say it again.
I was asking where was Jamaica ranked 10 years ago compared to today.
And I have the information. I wanted to give it to you, but you continued to talk. So I was waiting for an opportunity. It says here, World Ranking Group in 2015 published October 24, 58 out of 189 Jamaica was ranked in 2014. And let me see here. 2008 Rio, 2026. That's all the information is given. So we was ranked 54 out of 142 back in 2014.
Where we know? Where we know?
Right now, okay, so Jamaica ranked right now. Jamaica.
2014, that's why 11 years ago, right? 2025, right? That's 11 years ago, right?
Jamaica football ranking, I'll tell you right now. Football world ranking. Google's going to tell me that we are ranked around 70th or 69th, 70th, depending on the November update.
So for the all right, because we're talking from our era to era for present now. So we are backwards.
Yes, based on this information, we have in the past 11 years we jumped backward 20.
So, but we remember no. I'm looking towards the future, you know. I'm futuristic, okay, right? So I'm leaving the past, and as to where we stand today, we're going backwards. So I'm not satisfied, Cole. And you're saying all these people in the JFF are failures. And I would have get rid to start. I would have get rid of all of them.
Yeah, that's what I think the president is a lame duck president. I don't think the president, Mr. Ricketts, is doing enough. I don't think he have the energy or whatever it takes to do enough. I would say, put it this way, I don't think Mr. Ricketts really have the love for the football. I believe he have the love for the power and the position, not the football per se. With that said, I more believe Mr. Steve is a man who more have the love for the football, and because he is the one who is out front.
Okay. Hey, Gunners Boss, real quick.
To carry.
Real quick. In 2015, we were ranked 55 in the world in 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was 10 years ago, right?
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, let's go 2014 and see where we were ranked as of December 12th. Just give me one second.
2015, I think you should go forward from 2015 to now.
Okay, so
I see we are the false start.
Okay, so 2015, let's go 2016, December. You guys keep talking because it's going to take a minute to load.
Mm-hmm. You see, with those kind of fall now, so you have to blame that for administration,
So, let me see, we're 20.
Not have to blame on administration.
So,
you see, my concern is that every era we got quality players, potential players, could actually make something up. We squander the opportunity.
But you know what is one of our biggest problems in the football thing in Jamaica too? We just believe if the players not play in a Premier League and them not go play over foreign, them not good enough. And that's our problem, It's like we never figured there was a time when we never have no player go over foreign more than so, We never have no player go to England,
Stop it, Gunners Boss, stop it.
Which time was that?
Gunners Boss, stop it.
We need
Jesus have mercy.
Man, you can't come call in the white man where are European anyway. So
Wayne Bond.
No matter Wayne Bond.
No.
How great of a player was Lynn? Listen to me. How much? All right then. You said Lindy De La Pena. How much player go at England since Lindy De La Pena compared from then till now, boss man? You call one name. That's all every time people call one name.
Lot of players.
Who are them? Who are the lot of players? Think them never got England. He got them go play in a 92, 93. He got them in a player over Israel. I'll get top over there when the first
I
one.
mean, in any league, or you're talking about Premier League or Championship?
Them with a play for one club over there named Netanya Maccabi. Look it up. I think Party that Davis and Winston Anglin was playing over there. We never have no player England like that over the years, brother.
Yeah, man. We are used to
we never talk about Lindy de la Pena. Lindy de la Pena are way. We not talk about before 98 World Cup, you know. How much
Hold on, stick a pin for a second. Hold on, stick a pin for a second. 2016, Jamaica was ranked 77. So we went from 55 from 2015 to 77 in 2016. Continue your conversation. I'm giving you the update.
Yeah. Lindy de la Pena, boss, man. How much more player from which year? You talk about when? Which year Lindy de la Pena did go play over England again?
I think I know probably in the I think in the 70s or 80s. In the 70s.
You think you believe Alan Skillcole is a better football player than Lindy de la Pena?
But they play a different position.
No, I ask you that question. Is Alan Skillcole a better overall football
I think I used to I don't know Skillcole. Skillcole. I mean, they're two different positions. So
anyway, as good as Alan Skillcole was. Did Alan Skillcole get to England coming out of KC to go play over England?
Yes, anyway. I think, well, the argument with Skillcole, I think we're best football player.
Yeah. So did Devon Lewis get any scholarship to go play at England or go play anywhere more than him play? I must St. George's College and him play.
Why do you think?
I tell you about Hallward football player them. High school or club football player in Jamaica. You don't know Devon Lewis. You never know Devon Lewis.
But you know, Gunners boss. You know, during those times we have more clubs in parishes.
Yes, we have. You know that me I tell you a lot of clubs more with them. Let me tell you something. Illicit money grow football across the region. Illicit money stop based on the war and illicit activities, and that kill football in the region. And money grow football and the money now come from nowhere right now. That's why we don't have as much club as we used to have. The few people that have like a club we can spend some money, like the businessman that we own down a monthly and them like man, they must have done the work in them place. All of the other club them are struggling club and community service help them club there.
Danny Dredd, big up yourself. Lindy did not leave Jamaica as a footballer, is what Danny Dredd said. Lindy did not leave Jamaica as a footballer.
Exactly, Danny Dredd. And that's me I tell you. So when people talk about Linda, Danny Pena and them things there. Danny Dredd, when did Jamaican players start that England go play football, brother? Danny Dredd, because you know you're a historian, you know like me. You know more than me. I never say you know like me, you know more than me. Guys, it's in the comment section and make it bash.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute here, because this kind of okay. So you're saying where was Lindy de la Pena play youth football?
I don't know. I don't see people say Lindy de la Pena play football. Just like how me know say, but me just know say them man they got England and me people say Lindy de la Pena. And when you say Jamaicans never used to go to England and go nowhere play no football, more than we play football at Jamaica. And some little man who used to go a foreign and go play football and then come back in the holiday time and come kick football at Jamaica, and that was the fun of football. But now tell me about Lindy de la Pena. Me can't tell you that since then we have Wiley Bo, we have Walter Boyd, we have Walter Boyd, you know, if Walter Boyd get in the color England, but you know, we have Wiley Bo, we have only more players in this era more that we have play football. Them time the overseas.
All right, Gunners boss.
And that me I tell you.
Danny Dredd joined the line. Big up Danny Dredd. Maybe you can give some insight on that.
Dredd, big up yourself.
Yeah, the Lindy story now. Lindy play youth football and play. I think he play for Woolmans. I think he play for Manor.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. So my premise is that Jamaican football players go overseas. So whether what was wrong with what I stated?
How much? That is right.
The judge time, but let me just say this. Lindy was working with the army, British Army. Some of them was playing a football match. somebody see him and say, you can play football. Now carry him or something. The first club the man carry him go was Arsenal.
Okay.
He never take Arsenal. But that club they went play for. What name again? That's it. Anyway. And he make professional football.
So he didn't leave Jamaica for a career. He didn't leave Jamaica for a career in football. I understand. Okay.
No, he didn't.
All right. That is right. My next question now is, before the 98 World Cup, how much Jamaican player? I mean, I talk about Luther Blissett and John Barnes. How much Jamaican player will have when leave Jamaica to play football at England or any other foreign country other than Walter Boyle that play over America, over Colorado? And Antigua Davis that played over Israel. Go ahead.
Well, alright. With the England thing now, since 98, I know that.
Alright, sir.
Well, leave Jamaica to go play football directly.
Seriously, no. Did Gardner a while ago that done? Well, for England.
A portion of them.
Somebody dig up some history last time. Somebody dig up history that Jamaican go long. I mean, you have few Jamaicans over the years, over a period of time. I'm not saying consistently, but long before 98, you have Jamaican baller going to go play.
Wait now, we are taught Jamaican baller where a man sit a player for Jamaica or a club in a Jamaica.
Like and we see what the boy
and carry. Wait now, Gunners.
Sorry.
When I talk about people who get opportunity to go England, and then when them go England, people see them, and we not talk about that. We are talking like JJ and BB and them there. I just set them in. I don't know what I said before that.
That gets quoted from Jamaica. Okay.
Right. But you know, the Jamaicans are go play football like America and them kind of places. Like from 70s. Brother. Let's go and play ball America. Them used to go a skill call, leave here, and go get a contract America, as well him say. Him star up the pre-season, and when season come, him can't get no game. Him say racism, and him walk out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one story.
Yes.
So, I just that me did have to say.
Well, I try to tell the man and say, but them your youth nowadays now that it's right. If you not play in England and you not play in the Premier League or in the MLS, you're not good enough to represent Jamaica. We can't find enough of them to play to represent Jamaica.
Who said? Hey, Gunners Boss, stop your narrative, man. Stop your narrative, man. Please.
Gunners Boss, only look at it my way. But to all Jamaica said now, come like once you kick a ball, you can go somewhere. Some type of league. But if you have quality, somebody will come for you and carry a good league. You won't be staying in Jamaica.
Amen to that.
Yes, Danny Dre. That's what
Amen.
Exactly. But hold on, Gunners, you wasn't saying that earlier. Hold on, Gunners Boss, you wasn't saying that earlier. Stop it.
Francis,
stop it.
Francis. No, you have to come down because you say if them good, why them potential?
Come down now.
I said their ambition is to start out, play for the little turf, black top, one of them little youth as little youth. Go on to AAU, call it AAU in Jamaica, then call it Papua or whatever. Pepsi or whatever, go play over Charlie Smith. From Charlie Smith, them end up go play over Arnett Gardner and people see them and they move on. After you end up a foreign, if you can't play football, and that is what I tell you.
No, what you said. Hold on. What you said is you play for your little league growing up, then you go aspire to go to Charlie Smith. From Charlie Smith, you go to Arnett, and from Arnett, you go into the national team. That's what you said.
That is their ambition. But during that process, if you are good enough, of course you're going to get opportunity to go play overseas. But I don't think the kid, this little youth were born up now. Me have one little youth up a my little place up in Maryland right now. A little youth named Akil. You have to hear about him in the future. Big baller. Big baller as a little 8, 9 year old up in Maryland. I used to little youth there. When them little youth they grow up right now, them little youth they grow up with we say up in Maryland, we don't have no national league team. A jungle them youth they look for go for play. And from over jungle them youth they look for play over Jamaica College. Maybe Mona. And from there, so him a move. You think him a plan a national them youth they talk about. When Akil, when the national, remember the brother name again? When Akil Barrett a play, you think Akil Barrett when them youth they play ball, you think that them a play to talk about, so them have a play a foreign. And it end up get scholarship and go a foreign and get drafted a foreign one of them players.
Yeah, but what I said to you earlier, you wasn't listening. I said to you that you have now of these days, then you didn't have the vision because you didn't have social media where it's so much closer to you to be able to see and aspire, right? To have the ability to go play any league in the world. You guys, you especially stuck on playing in England. There's other places in the world that pay really well to play football. Really, really well.
But the Jamaica people is stuck on England. They just want England, everything. And they're not smart enough to know that England don't really. After them, I ask somebody the question, and I say, how much world class football player who ball in England, in the English Premier League today, presently? Danny Dread, how much?
Hey, it's not just England, it's the league, it's the money, it's the money, it's the attraction, it's the money,
How much English superstar soccer player in the England league today, Danny Dread?
But Danny Dread, I mean not Danny Dread, that's not onto the point, The point is that some of the best soccer in the world play in England.
There's a relevant, there's a method to all of my madness. So me tell you something, I drink Tennessee and I smoke, Me say, how much English player, because we want to get coaches from England and all of these players from England. How much superstar players in the English Premier League were born and grow and develop in England? Count it. Paul Pogba.
Okay.
Paul Pogba.
Well, Pogba is French. Isn't he not French?
All right, hear that. Pogba, no Pogba me attack, man. Me attack the next black youth, the man. Where he's a player Manchester United and the man all over the place right now. And the man not star no more, because him fall off. You know me attack, man.
Rashford.
How me attack that, Jack?
Rashford.
Marcus Rashford. Yeah. Marcus Rashford. Then you have Harry Kane. Who else? We can't even remember name five English.
Gunners Bass.
Yes, the general.
England have a golden generation. Come on for your stupidness. One whole heap of ball in the England right now.
Who them? May I ask? Me just ask a question.
I mean, the whole of them, the brother, them full of youth footballer. Them win the World Cup. Wait. Them win the Youth World Cup not too long. Must be twice. Nobody with them.
They win the Youth World Cup and they can't come out and second world of the World Cup. That's what years them.
They have to win World Cup. Them consistent in a World Cup lately. Them don't have to win. But at least them are reach a semi quarter up.
Yeah.
We don't know too much English player. Too much English superstar player out there.
Brother, you want to go back to the old time 1970s. You want
in the Premier League. In the Premier League,
you don't know. Look on the youth, the Ryan Sterling them. Look on them there.
Ryan Sterling, the man want to go 1 week, Ryan Sterling don't play no ball no more. The man get one couple of years old.
Wow.
No matter, the man last 6 years. The man last 6 years. The man. Oh, wait, 1 minute there. You know that you can't find a better English winger more than Ryan Sterling.
Amen to that.
My family, a Sterling, me name and my family. Don't do that. Me not honorate him, but me never remember Ryan Sterling. Remember, that is good. Ask a question, and I say right now, superstar English player in the English Premier League. And you say it's a hard question and me not get the answer because me don't know. Ask me because I don't know.
If you go work as a hurricane and it's all done. In a
superstar in England play right now.
Yo,
I have a full superstar in England.
Bonus bad. I'm a superstar in football. I'm a world class player in football. World class player in football and reach 100 and
no man, we know that.
Oh,
We know that.
how much England produce? How much England produce? What's that?
Over the years. The last real superstar in England produced a Paul Gascoigne. It was I do it, I play, but that's go way back. And Gaza. You know how long that Gaza and John Barnes them stop play football. And then Ian Wright them come do them thing.
yo, them Johnny Barnes and them now not start too much in Sterling for England, you know. A joking you know.
But you have to remember John Barnes come get England run when he's old now, you know, and he no get no great run for England in
Winner from them era there. And them start can't match with Raheem.
But he never get no whole heap of run with England. Then England not even want John Barnes, you know.
This is the one who get the whole heap of run. Like Beckham.
Yeah.
Compare with Raheem. So them have whole heap of you gunners back.
Hold on. You say Raheem have a better stats in England national team than David Beckham.
Of course.
In a less game.
He wasn't watching, man. Raheem Sterling? What do you mean?
Going per game, assist.
That's
you watch tomorrow. Watch football and basketball and NFL.
That's more football, no, but you know what's more football more than me than a dread? We used to live in a house in England. We had 24/7 TV there for football. Every league in England, you know, brother, every day, you know. Because football in England every day.
American football, you're talking about?
Yes, what? I said I used to live in a house.
Sound like Danny Dread. Hey, if we get if we had to get from Danny Dread, that we have to watch a lot of football.
Yeah, me just tell you quiet. What you want me call it? Soccer. Me say me live in a house in England where every TV in every room there for every league, from Scottish league to German league, Italian league. I play football there for every TV 24/7.
Yeah, me. So you can stop watching and you watch NFL now.
No, but like speaking. Most of the time when the football, I mean, on Sunday morning, we catch some game and then by me catch a game and then the NFL pre-game show starts. So it's just like now, we don't really watch much football right now, you know. But we participate in the conversation based on what we know and what we see and what we hear people talk about.
But we know you love American sports. You're up to date on that. Right up to today. You're up to date on that. Can I listen you?
Yes.
Basketball, NFL, you're right up to date. But the football, you're not so much up to date.
But when I tell them, them say Danny Dread, the football want money. What you know? Ryan, yesterday, one of the biggest news in our sports is the NCAA, one school, University of Utah, signed a big deal with special interest group. You see, when college football starts, you soon hear so the Saudis them have dipped them foot in the college football and them thing there. So wait they can tell you say the NBA now start selling shares to the Saudis and to other foreign investors, especially interest group to up them profile because the money now coming enough to the TV money and them thing. So they want more money. So we have to find a way to make some more money like Kingston say. So we have to find a way. And then we don't have enough talent, so we league not really marketable. We can't even have the people who are smart enough and so them can't get a little cheap deal over Apple and make them do something. Like how we say every other league they for Apple and for Netflix and them things, and a pay-per-view you have to pay if you watch them. Behind the paywall and we can't get the interest. The people them now do nothing to market the league, brother, because it's not enticing. That's what I do.
Yeah. Alright, that may go so, but we are talking about national football now. The national team is marketable. That is brand Jamaica. What we don't know in Jamaica very well is marketing. We can't market both. We can't market Shelly. And you think Jamaica make quarter the money where them should have make out of both as a nation?
Woo,
That's correct.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. 1 second. Do you guys know who the world champion is for track and field? You know he's a Jamaican?
Big Seville number one.
Yeah. Very, very quiet. You don't even know that. People around the world. But if it was Noah Lyles, you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Oblique and cushion. Yeah. Marketing.
What do you think is the problem with that now? Is it because of the agents and the people who them sign to, you know? These people that go overseas, if you go overseas, go look some big agents, go look for Clutch and CAA and then big agents if you sign you and get your deals. You know, get deals. Sit down in Jamaica, go and look man like Chris.
Yeah, but Gunners boss, and personally we are think now. We are think team, we are think JFL. What them are going to do?
How you
say that again. Hold on. Say that again, Danny Dread. I've been saying that.
That's why I wouldn't
We have to start from down there so before we reach up there. So, you know, the last thing, that's why I think people place too much emphasis on the national team when the national team is not the problem. The national team is end up carrying the bag because they don't have the choice of enough good players to pick from. So why can we blame the national team for not having enough good players to pick from to represent?
The JFF. How can you for soccer?
Yes, right. A JFF right we're not about
team.
That's what we say. You want me to say about the JFF now? The JFF Federation need a whole revamp. It needs some people who love football. Captain Burrow did love football. Them people have around the thing.
No love football. What do you love football? No love think passion think can work. No love.
Well, that's how I understand
football.
No, man, all I'm a big man. If you don't love something, how you going to put your heart into it?
Not necessarily because I work, I don't love what I do, but I do it very well.
I love my work because I pay my bills, so you can't tell me I love your work.
Well, I don't love your work because
if me never love my work, me quit it and go look what I love.
So I don't have a choice. It's different to Danny Dread. Danny Dread, Gunnar Boss. I'm just saying that I don't love my job, but I know that's a breadwinner. I have to bring in bread, right?
Okay.
But at the same time, I think I do a very good job.
I love my job. But as we say, you cannot put someone who don't have the love and the passion for something into it. Our president, this is not, let me put in the disclaimer, this is not the view of Kingston, Danny Dread, or Next Up Sports. This is my opinion. Captain Burrell is a lame duck. He needs to get out. Mr. Speed are the man who really run Jamaica football right now.
You meant to say Michael Ricketts?
Mr. Ricketts should go.
Okay. You said Captain Bro, yeah.
You know what position I'm going to give Mr. Speed, you know. But Mr. Speed, Mr. run the thing right now. And him Mr. out and about. He was Mr. Chung instead with it.
All right, your thought. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead,
Mr.
Kingston.
Speed running it? Mr. Speed running it. I want to hear it again. You said Mr. Speed running it.
Then who you see out and about doing everything, making all the calls.
That means you said, why you want to get rid of the president? Because they're not the president that run it.
Then what position is you? What? You holding a space there. You hold the space there. You're holding a space because Mr. Speed love football. Mr. Speed own a football club. Mr. Speed love football. Mr. Speed wants to see Jamaica football and himself being successful. I don't think the president have much interest in it. Him have the president. Him have the power. Him love the power of being the president, sitting up in that throne up there, and whatever loves will come with it. That's what me believe.
Danny Dread, what are your thoughts, Danny Dread?
Well, wow.
You agree? Danny Dread?
How that sounds, sir?
Clear enough.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I agree with some of our Gunners boss.
But what to be specific?
Yeah, what part?
Just listening, man. Some of them make sense, man.
Danny Dread, what is it specific agree with? Be specific. Be specific.
It's a Ricky
a lot of
plus
things.
a whole a spear.
I agree with that.
Is true.
I agree with that.
We need
That is
somebody
true.
there thinking.
Yeah, but also
Somebody.
speed is not doing well for the what's speed doing? Well, anybody in the JFF
He's doing too much.
We need to get rid of all the people.
Okay, hold on.
He's doing too much.
Let Danny answer. Go ahead, Danny. You ask him a question.
No, hear this now. Remember now. Speed is Mr. Rickett's running mate. We never know the plan, what they spoke about before he became his running mate. Now, me and Mr. Ricketts have this nice personality. Good person to have a drink with and all these things, right? So, probably Mr. Speed not have the personality. Him good at peace and Mr. Speed know to run it, but me can't run it so good. But me have the personality to win. So let us form a team. Me I got the president and you be the running mate. But when we win, you are gonna run it. You don't know the agreement between him running me.
Wow.
Well, it looks so. Danny, they make a good point because of all the things that speed up behind in the JFF. It look like I might call the shot.
So let me ask you a question then. So I'm glad you said that, Danny Dre. Just answer this for me. So if that's the case, then who failed? Who failed in this whole process?
Exactly.
Your expectation.
Now, I'm asking Gunners Boss. I'm asking Danny Dre the question, not you. Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you who failed.
Yes.
And the next election, them might just fail again. Because they've been failing a long time. The parish president,
Okay.
the people we have voted for these people.
Oh.
You understand me? That is the problem. The people we have voted on nothing, bro. Them just go to the status quo.
So, Danny Dread, with that said now, all right then. The parish presidents are voting for whoever they like or whoever they can collude with to get whatever them expect or to get, which is nothing because we don't see football are going to pass the parishes. So, therefore, no, these parish presidents are going to be a new organization. What is a new organization? Even though I am agree that this regime, some of them have to change, and if they change some, they have to go change everybody down there.
But one man, assume say the parish president them want the best to the football, the parish football. Yeah, assume that.
No, I don't believe so. No.
Yes. Suppose I just some people want some opportunity. Like them.
If you did that's exactly what I said. They are voting for who is gonna give them the perks for what they want. So all it comes down to again is personal interest. It's not really the interest of the parish football.
Does that mean greed? Does that mean greed, Gunners Boss?
Yeah, that's what it means.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Danny Dre.
Would it be corruption?
What
Hey, let me have Danny Dre for the program now because Danny Dre know the inside out of the JFF and Danny Dre know football. And for the longest time, I want to have a conversation with Danny Dre. So I want three things.
Hold on.
Before you get
yeah, that's the one thing.
Miami Cup Danny Dre with Danny Beckford, you know.
Come on, Danny Dre. So Danny Beckford. Danny Dre.
Kingston. Me have to say one more thing, and then me have a mute and listen. You and Danny Dre conversation without interrupting. But you know, I'm more interested to hear you and Danny Dre. Danny Dre, I'm a general. A long time me I listen to Danny Dre on the radio, on all forum. The money thing. Danny Dre thing different. You have history, you know the thing just like
I agree.
A lot of people know it. So I'm going to listen to your conversation. So you can go and interview Danny Dre. Let me mute right now. I don't remember need to go access the call. Like you see a boss in the media now.
The boss head side.
So I've been listening to Danny Dre and Ryan show for quite a bit, and I always want the opportunity to ask him some questions. You see, in person. You know, I mean, so there's three things you could change about to move Jamaica football forward. What would be the changes? What are I'm going to ask you, and what are the changes that you feel that will propel our football?
Alright. You can't change the president. It makes sense to say that. That's how in election, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We just talk about the financial part, marketing.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get deal with that. No, alright. Look at this. Right? How easy it is next up. You get a Jamaica t-shirt in Canada. Adidas one.
Very difficult.
Okay. Alright. It's not like them not come. But as them come, them finish.
You couldn't even. By the time you know it's here, it's gone.
Alright. So, me hear Ryan say him go Canada Carnival. Right? And the man said the commonest shirt was the reggae boy shirt in this carnival. So I must say, whoa, so much Jamaican. So him start ask around, are you Jamaican? No, we are not Jamaican, but we love Jamaica. You see me? No, with the football, and not only if you play a game, you can get money from, Want to all these little things that you can market, and a t-shirt alone. A t-shirt alone can market.
Talk that
no,
talk.
Man, what do you mean? Eh? All the political things can market, man. You get me? All the political things. From a pen to an anchor.
I'm never interrupt you a little bit. The first time I landed at Kennedy Airport, as I come out of the airport and I walk around a little place, this is some little shop, me grab a Yankee cap and a Yankee jersey.
Right away.
You see, right now, the footballer players in every airport, most like you go, there's one or two kiosks, ingoing and outgoing lounge with these things. The shop, them, when them call them inbound and all these things, you think them not have the gears of the United States national team myself. You know, long me ask me to speed them and client journey them say, how long have one little kiosk set up out of the airport?
Right.
When you go to the airport, we'll spot now reggae boys and them thing, where the people them can get them to come operate and then they come and relax. You notice that we think backward Danny Dread. Look how much sports we have in Jamaica. And we not even have a we don't talk now, we just have said that. We not do the thing, we not do anything.
As you go any airport of Florida, you see who I Messi and it. You understand me? Any airport, everything for Messi in there. He might play for Florida side. You understand me? That is marketing. Yeah. So we have to step up on that. All right. Where the question was again, let me give you number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Come with the question again.
Kingston.
Okay. I was saying, I'm asking you three things. Three things that you think would propel the Jamaican football.
All right. Yeah. All right. Like Mr. Simpson now, one pair Jamaican player for Jamaica. Which, all right. Them, you hear when them says I hear them on the radio, enough people jump up and yes, with Oral Tracy. All right. Look at this now. And them would have liked to see that like tomorrow, the next World Cup qualifying process 2030, No, them can't get that, but that is a process now where them have to go spend. And the parish them have to go start getting money that them can deal with them club, keep enough things for they call it again. with the youth, enough youth program to develop the player there. That is a development process, you know. That
Mm-hmm.
is not just a thing where you say, we have picked them player. You understand? Because right now, basically, Jamaica produce forward and winger and probably a center who don't have no brain. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, no wing back. Because wing back come in here like midfield now. So we can't produce wing back. We can't produce no midfield. We can't produce winger. So them things that take development, the development, now Mr. Steve will tell you say, the coach them not up to scratch, which are true. So he must educate the coach them before he can educate the student them. So you see the process?
Yes. Yes. Valid point. Right on point. The third.
Mr. Williams, now we used to run the JPL, him tell me from the cycle before this, you know. The pack with bag for 30, 34.
Mm-hmm.
That means he might get about a 12 years time, you know. Now, JFF, no look like them take up him plan. I say, we are work with a long-term plan now and go and become a short. No, everything done in the short term. In the short term, every term, after you do the World Cup qualifier and reach, your book football now go develop. So, you get me? But
Mm-hmm.
it has to be not to the Parises, them, and that me see.
Exactly. And then again, it's an honor. It's a pleasure and an honor talking to you because I know over here I listen to you. You know a lot about football. You know how this stuff goes in Jamaica. And you watch. I heard that you watch a whole lot of matches. So you're very privileged to to a lot of information. Just as you said, and I'm saying, I'm thinking just based on what I don't know. People like you, Donna Dredge, are in on the coaching staff. You may not have I don't know if you have a certificate or a coach or whatever, but that doesn't mean that you could not attain it because you have the knowledge, you see, and you have the vision. And that's what I'm saying. For the president, for the Gen Sec, point the Gen Sec to be talking about, World Cup. And he's going to talk about homegrown players now. That's like a 20, 30 year, thing you gotta deal with. Because all of a sudden you're gonna go to homegrown play and they're gonna come up all of a sudden, come play for the national team and win. That's ridiculous. So all that we're talking about is that was a long term plan he's talking about. A two short term program. And you need all these if you're gonna get rid of the foreign big players them. Because they're not, they're not. First of all, you're not gonna get any money. You get a little money with the foreign players. Right? You win some matches, but you have the JPL players. Okay, the lack of coaching, all these coaches. They have to educate themselves. They have to, and the lack of coaches in Jamaica failing the kids. We have PE teachers.
Say that again. You hear what you said?
We have PE. Say it again.
You hear what you said? You said the coaches have to educate themselves or want to educate themselves. Why does it come down to one or two individual to elevate the coaching in the country?
Yeah. You see, and even Greg Butler, there have to be a lot of, I know, one Fred Butler, there have to, or maybe two, because Mount Pleasant. There has to be a lot of Fred Butler. If you have a Fred Butler in every parish, that would have been good. We take them and say, but you don't have that because you don't have the academy. And I'm thinking about if Jamaica want to excel in football, the Jamaica Federation, right? They're responsible to develop the youth, right? They control soccer. They're responsible. That should be primary responsibility.
Right. One more thing again. Okay. You never finished. Okay.
No, go ahead, Danishville.
All right. they like you where the league with them at? U17 playing high
Mm-hmm.
summer. Huh?
Yeah.
The U17 league are playing high summer. You know that league?
What happened to them? What happened to them?
You know about that league, the U17 league.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant win last time. Last summer Mount Pleasant win. The one before that I think Harborview did win. You know that league?
The local. You're talking about local international.
Yeah, local U17 league.
Okay.
Alright. You see a competition like that now?
Mm.
Me not think it should have carry no prize money. I mean, I think it should have played to win. It should have played like the next pro. That's the one at Jamaica problem too. Every football they have play for win. So you can't get to run in the players.
Exactly. You're right. Yes.
Yeah. That I've been preaching that forever. I've been preaching that forever.
Are you coaching? That is right. Are you coaching?
No.
Well, why are you not coaching?
No. Never really.
Well, I'm saying. You see, this is the thing. Because you know what? Winning is not. It's winning is not necessarily developing. Just win,
Right.
because you're gonna use some things that unorthodox things and something. It's a different thing. You have to develop. Sometimes you have to put yourself in a situation, make sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Which means you play some inferior players or younger players, sacrifice winning for development.
Right. Even Premier League too. When Whisper go Premier League too, I'm really sit down. I'm gonna watch Premier League too. Me just come to it and see what to them not really a try win at all cause them a try do what the coach tell them.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Cause alright, you can do win at all cause in this league, Whisper can bully them down, and in score 20 and you take him and put over the big side. And he can't score a goal, And not doing the right and proper thing. You get me?
Yeah.
So me just watch the Premier League and then me say, wait, them not necessarily are playing for it. The Premier League too. Then now one day I say, if USL have a better standing than the MLS Next Pro, so me a Google. So them say MLS Next Pro standard higher than USL, but Next Pro don't necessarily play to win. Google tell you that.
Yes.
But MLS draw them player more from the Next Pro than the USL where them tier 2.
You better say that again.
USL are basically one dead league,
Dead league.
Where Jamaica came from here go dead,
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's your last resort, we take a 600 or 1,000 a week. You get me? And you just go USL, go try to do that. And you're dead there, so. Now, say, you see USL anymore than that? How much people really go USL and make it out?
Not very few. Very few.
Very few. Yeah. So, we need something like that.
That's what it is. That's what development. Because when you go do what the thing, you learn from. Even though you're gonna lose the game, when you do what the coach says, you get to set plays. You do you pass the ball. You do the defensive work. Everything. You coach. And as repeating that over and over, you get better at it.
Right.
So you improve. You see?
Right.
And then when it's time for you to win, there's a time for everything. You start to win, to win. But now it's a development. So you're right. So you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to, learn new tactics. You have to improve on every aspect of the game.
Right.
That's what we don't have. And Jamaica thinks, I was saying in an earlier program, Jamaica would have a good high school team, and after, they don't consistently play soccer. And after a while, waiting happens. When the soccer is finished, it's not like you can take a time off, you have to put in the work over and over, the full-time job. So for you to play soccer, school year and then off 4 or 5 months, work. Your body, sustain, work. So in Jamaica, have to have leagues that continue to play soccer, and develop themselves.
Right.
Until that, it's going to be a struggle.
And that is when Mr. Wellington, I tell the JFS that them cannot depend on the school system to produce footballers. Them all keep them school competition, yes. That are going to be about winning. Just like champs. So, a JFF have to deal with the part there.
Yeah.
And they are not.
And
on that note right there, that's the conversation that is very important, because again, you understand, you cannot, I don't believe you use the national team as a development. You have to have the proper development on many different levels. It starts from when they're 6 or 7, you create different entities. I've heard I can't remember what, I think it might be Clarendon, I might be speaking incorrectly, but are waiting for a system to be set up so that they can have some development, and they're still waiting to this date. So those are conversations that must be had, because it really comes down to development. You have to put into developing the youth, and if all the competitions are for winning, then when these players are scoring 20 goals and they're not properly using their skill set or learning the game on an educational level, when they get an opportunity to play and they're playing against players that are 3-4 years younger than they are, because we're pushing out ballers that are 19 and 20, 21. I mean, they're way behind the curve when you're playing against 16, 15-year-olds that are doing what you're doing at 21. It's just, it cannot work, and it cannot sustain itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're having an issue right now, that needs to be corrected. But listen, I appreciate y'all jumping on the panel. We got to have this conversation again, because I got to have the part 2 to which is bigger. It's a boys and girls champ, or it's a Manning Cup or the Costa Cup. The part 2 for that conversation is coming, because there is I have seen, and I know there's a significant difference, but nobody's really highlighting what the difference is with these competitions and why it's so much easier on a world stage for the world to consume the athletes that from these schools that are competing on the track versus the athletes that are competing at these schools on the field. The difference is glaring. And we have to keep this conversation, because we want to help the youth to continue to grow and get opportunities. In an age like this that we have, social media and the internet and whatnot, there should be many more talent coming out of Jamaica in terms of the football, and highly developed talent at that. And we have to push the issue forward. That's what we're here doing. That's what we continue to doing. This is not 1980s, 90s, early 2000s. No, we have to help the best we can for the football to develop on an educational level, because we have the talent. We're just lacking the education when it comes to the football, in my opinion. And that's no disrespect to anybody, just real talk. Yeah.
So next up.
Yes, sir.
That are the difference now with the track and the football.
Uh-huh.
It's not a team sport, it's an individual thing. Now the coach take time to deal with the individual, and them not know if the football need the same thing. Time to deal with the individual, not the team alone, and team strategies.
Now you talking. Now you talking.
Look at this. And look at this too. Athletics, say, it not really need no certificate to be a coach.
Mm.
You don't even have to have a coach. Remember the youth from Africa? You remember which country where use YouTube and coach himself and win the goal with javelin?
You better say it again. How much times I've been, man, I'm going to sit back and relax, man, because these guys, man, go ahead, Danny. You talking that talk, because I said it, but maybe they don't want to hear it from me. Because I said, Danny Dread, I said, no, I said it. I said, they're talking about money. I said, I went out, yeah, and put up shoes, my school bag, and work on my first touch, my short pass, my long pass. You're telling me that you need money to do this, and I'm like, to work on your individual skill set and your love for it, I disagree. And like you said, you have all these tools at your hand. You have YouTube, you have different things that you can see and watch. I just watched Tony Kroos. You know Tony Kroos, I used to play at Real Madrid with his son, working on his first touch in a clothes basket. Okay? I'm going to show it in a clothes basket, working on the first touch. And all I hear from our Jamaican people is we need more money. And it just blows my mind, because to work on your skill set, you can kick a box, a juice box, stuff it with leaves if you need to, and kick it.
No. You know, we as Jamaican, at that time, we play a less individual time. As we catch a ball, we want to play football, a match. We don't want to do nothing by ourselves. As we catch a ball, pick against the first pick. You want to see some more man play have a ball and scrimmage start to roll right away. No, can me even hear this on the radio. I'm here this couple of years now on the radio. This Earl Bailey used to work with JFS. Earl Bailey said when in tour, the heritage player them, as them wake up in the morning by 5:30, gym. The Jamaican one them just about the lobby. Them not gonna gym. Them just about the lobby and chat till next one them come back. So that's how we are beat we are going to. Our unprofessionalism. I beat with bad. Cause now, every time when we hear about God dance and them there, we not catch no English one yet, as good as say,
Very indisciplined. Very indisciplined.
Bro. Them are going like say, we gonna dance them go already. Alright, you're there foreign, but bro, before training, you're professional at your club, but you're not professional in Jamaica. That I show me saying you're really professional at your club.
Okay now. A leopard don't change his spots, do they, Danny Dread?
That man sure.
They don't. And that's what nobody's really understanding. Is that at the end of the day, professional indiscipline is one of those things that we have to work on as well. But that comes with football education, being professional, being disciplined.
Yeah.
You need to go out there and run. You need to do certain things. You don't need somebody to motivate you to do that if you love it and want to do it. You just do it. You just do it.
I want to read something higher to be professional now. You're not supposed to want a man to drive you.
Danny Dread, I want to share something with you. Kingston, I want to share something with you. Listen to this real quick. I'm going to end on this one, okay? Listen to this real quick.
Okay.
I had a conversation with somebody, and we were talking, right? And we said when a schoolboy footballer gets a scholarship to go, say, to the U.S. for football, right? They were trying to tell me that this footballer needs to go there and get his education, look for a wife, and hold a 9 to 5. Because they're not as good as what they thought they were when they got there. And I almost had a heart attack because I said, but you went there on a football scholarship. Yes, you get your degree as a backup, but you're trying to be a footballer. Where does this get a wife and so you don't come back to Jamaica? I don't understand the mindset. It's the mindset that is bothering me because you get an opportunity. Where does that come in? Where does all that come about? You're supposed to be focusing on how to get better at your craft while getting education because it afforded you from your talent. Where does this get a wife and then hold a 9 to 5 when it doesn't work? Like, explain that to me because I don't get it.
Why? To me, I can't believe somebody would state such a thing. I can't believe it. Seriously. Who would have entertained such a thing?
And this is what the youth are hearing from the people who are... Danny Dre, what's your thoughts?
That are the thinking of somebody who just catch a visa and say, me now come back to Jamaica.
I don't believe them themselves. They don't believe them themselves. What is it?
Exactly. I must find a woman. I only wear that thing can't think of. You understand me? So you end up with a wife or you're not like.
Because they don't want to put you in the work, They don't want to put you in the work. They don't want to put you in the work.
Wife, get your degree and go on with the football. If the football you make it to have your degree. Oh, wife come in, you distract the man, bro.
Why? I can't believe that, boy. Really?
So this is what the youth. This is the advice youth are getting from hearing, the older men talk about this thing. I don't understand why these things are being spewed and being talked about because it is very you're going on a football scholarship. Do you know there's other places? You know which places in the world pay? I know semi-pro football players that have made money and invested it and done things. What am I not understanding? Why is it the first thing you want to do is think about get a wife and not return back? You wasn't returning back anyways because you was going to progress your career or should be looking to progress your career in football, right?
I would have understood if they even said, you know what, you're gonna go get a scholarship football, but focus more on education. I could understand that. You know what I'm saying? But for you to go out the rim of the two things that you went there for and just divert, that's
right.
I don't know.
That surely was a good advice.
That's something else.
But yes, final thought because I'm about to get out of here. What's your final thoughts?
Well, I'll pass tomorrow early morning. Anyway, more we discuss this one at a time. Comparing the older set of coaches of Jamaica to this new set of coaches. You get me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, probably Mr. Speed education just class, right? So we don't really see the full effects of that yet. But check like that. The 20 years, 2000 to 2020 then. And from 1975, 80 to 2000. And see if you don't have some better football mind, them time there. We are dealing with development. Like the Chung Fa, Jackie Walters, Bradley Stewart. Me not really see that no coach to compare with them. Alright. But first thing, when me are you, me always say this. If you is a coach, and me see you walk in your car trunk, and up here a boots in there. See you again a youth. Young man of course.
Yeah, you have all the extra ball, extra boots, everything.
Me know Jeffrey Maxwell. If Jeffrey Maxwell come watch a match, like my park and the music stop and see. You see one bad ball I went see, just for a call him. Just for a gun and to trunk and find a pair of boots or something. Herb McKenzie, Charlton full of spice. Coach used to coach Cavaliers. Duncan, the man they can trunk full of boots. Me no see them a man a move to nowadays. Bro. You see me? Them not give you nothing. Unless you complain to them and them have an opportunity where them feel like them will make money after you. You know see that? Me no see no can trunk of boots again. Oh, my son.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But most time in the time, I have going down. So there's some youth in my community. I'm going down and I correspond with them, and I bring down balls, soccer boots, all size, and to give to them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But boy, I am just I will say this, Stefan, in closing. I am just very much concerned of the I don't know if it's the masses or when I listen to the mainstream media and the people who came on and spur, a lot of stuff that I see all about Jamaican football, and people agree and supporting such things, and I'm like, is it, should I just give up on Jamaican football at some point when I hear these things? I'm like, at this point, it's stressful, it's very stressful.
Well,
it's stressful enough. But guess what? As the race is ready for blow, the game start coming like
Yeah. That we don't have a choice with Jamaica.
Jamaica. Yeah, understand me?
Yeah.
the believing and for me, the believing and whatnot. Let's just watch the game because the whole believing, we've heard to believe, and all we have got is just a lot of whooping.
Yeah.
Just a whole lot of whooping.
All I'm just saying, this art we're talking about, this art and this and that doesn't play football. You can have an art, and if you're not good, you're not good. You could have, you could have, if you're not fast enough to make it, or quick enough to make it, or strong enough to make it to the line, you could have art as many people are together that is not gonna make you do it. I mean, it's actually could give you guts, but you have to have. It's not just art. It takes a lot of other things.
Definitely. But listen, brothers, I want to. Oh, finish what you're saying. Sorry.
No, I'm finished.
Yeah, so big up to everybody. You know what I mean? Big up to Danny Dread, Gunner's boss, Kingston. Definitely love the conversation, brothers. Right over here at Nexo Sports Talk, where we have the Danny Dread, second time you on this on the call when we have a conversation. I love it because we get to learn from each other. We get to share insights with one another, and respectfully we talk to one another, and you know what I'm saying? We share a lot of things that others might not know, and I love the fact that I can do this and we can have this conversation. We'll definitely have it some more. So big up to each and one of you guys. Right now, it's what time is it? Almost 1:30 a.m. over here in Canada. Big up to everybody around the world. Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching the video back. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, people. It's free 99. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Big up to everybody in the comment section. Kingston, Gunner, his boss, Danny Dread. Blessings, brothers. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed one. Yes?
Bless. All right.
Yes, people. Love for the love. The Warriors lost tonight to the Timberwolves. You're watching the watch along. We have a lot of things to do to build this culture of football again. To be honest with you, to me, whether it's the parish council, whether it's the government, whether it's the former Reggae Boys players, the ball was dropped. Yeah, and now leave it to this generation to try to pick up the ball, move the needle forward, and help the younger generation believe that they can achieve if they prepare properly, have the right skill set. Doors will be open. I'm Francis from Nexus Sports Talk. Love for the love, people. I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'm out.